This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
They call me Frosty. I'm made from snow. A pair of shades. A carrot nose. I come alive. You know it's said. Oh, when some brat put this hat on my head. I'm Frosty. I'm full of hail. But I ain't no myth. No fairy tale. Ain't scared of nothing. Got ice in my veins. But when the sun come up, I'm on a drip, 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 drip down the drain. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la, fa la la la, yeah yeah. My dad is a glacier, my mama's a lake, my sister's a snow cone, my brother's a flake. I'm made out of snow, I do as I please. I never stop when the cop hollers freeze. I'm Frosty, I'm full of hate. I ain't no myth, no fairy tale. I ain't scared of nothing, got ice in my veins. But when the sun come up, I'm on the drip, 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 drip down the drain. So please, Mr. Santa, don't you be a teaser. All I want for Christmas is a great big freezer. Keep me frosty. I'm full of hail, but I ain't no myth. I'm no fairy tale. I ain't scared of nothing. I got ice in my veins, and when the sun come up, I'm gonna drip, 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 drip down the drip down the drip, 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 drip down the drain. La 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 la, fa la la la, fa la 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 la. Yeah, yeah.
Many portions of the upcoming program have been pre-recorded, meaning they've already happened. And they're about to happen again. Huh. So where was it? Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to have you here. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Try to get the show back on the rails. We're in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. I look over there, I see the man himself. It's Ace Cosby. I think it's almost time for the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Get the intros out of the way so we can get to this.
Yeah.
Tom is silent. Ace, that was like the first time Benson ever said, "You want me to get that?" Tom can't believe the nerve of Ace.
Good Lord. Thank you, Ace.
Way to go, Ace.
Fully appreciated.
Ace Cosby.
What is this, a joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
Now, we've been talking about the place that has throwed rolls.
Sure, yes. Lambert's.
Yeah, Lambert's down in Sikeston, Missouri.
Yeah.
I was at a bagel place the other day, and they had flying bagels.
Really?
You know what kind of bagel flies?
What?
A plain bagel.
I don't. You know what though? He ties it in.
Yeah.
He
Sure, he
incorporates
does.
the stories.
It's an excellent
It's
joke.
an excellent
I
joke.
thought it was nicely done, eh?
Thank you. That's from professional comedian Greg Warren, I'll tell you what.
Plain bagel.
You see,
I got to get a mic.
I thought it was
going
to be some anti-Semitic thing.
Good. Why, Greg? Why?
It's because you're of the Jewish faith. Could we? I have a question for you.
What kind of Jew thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Did you just say you want to get a mic for a mic drop?
You know, I can pull out.
Okay.
Oh,
do the
boy.
mic drop thing.
You can pull the mic out.
No, so I can walk around again. You know.
Oh, really? You want to get up and
do crowd work?
Yeah, do a little stage business.
Hey, where are you from? So we haven't had a chance. Greg,
Anybody celebrating anything today?
what's new with you? We established the fact that you're not dating anyone right now, but
Yeah,
you're
we've always
kind of
established that
looking in case you get maybe a waitress at your favorite restaurant might say, "Oh, aren't you Greg Warren? You're such a sweet guy. How come you don't have a girlfriend?"
Well, you know how I am at restaurants.
I know you eat alone all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a book or something? Or?
Have I get a little. Christy's accused me of being cantankerous, I guess, at restaurants.
Kind of.
Hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a thing. I don't like it when they, when they tell you how many sides you can have. You ever had that
Sure.
situation?
Yeah, 2 sides. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take the baked potato. I want a salmon and a baked potato. And sir, you only get one side. I get however many sides I say I get.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm a grown man. I decide. I'll make it rain sides up in here.
Nice.
I want them all. I want a baked potato twice, and I'm not talking about a twice baked potato.
It's a distinction.
I want 2 baked potatoes. I want a roast beef sandwich. I want rice pilaf. And just between, I don't know what rice pilaf is.
I don't either.
I went to 5 different restaurants and I ordered rice pilaf, and when I paid for it, like it was completely different at every restaurant. Completely different, right? They need to standardize this pilaf. Like, I Googled it. Very loose definition. From what I can tell, rice pilaf is rice with anything else you want to put in it. Anything. You know how sometimes when you drop your phone in the toilet and you got to put it in rice to dry it out?
Right.
Technically, that's rice pilaf. That is a Pilafian dish, actually. that is, by letter of the law.
Good to know. No,
Yeah.
are you still drinking iced tea?
I do, man. Yeah. You know, I actually am having a little hot tea this morning.
No, are you drinking? As you know, I'm responsible for having the Cheesecake Factory stop with the flavored iced tea.
The passion
only.
iced tea, yeah.
You'd go to get iced tea and they go, "Oh, we have to tell you that it's flavored."
Yeah,
They still have it, don't they?
No, they don't have the passion
Oh,
anymore.
they don't?
They don't have the
They
passion.
have a raspberry.
Or
I thought.
apricot or
Yeah.
But you can get iced tea for human beings there. You don't have to get the.
What was the other
flavored.
iced tea for?
Any idiots don't understand.
Tom and I actually agree a lot on iced teas. Like that, the thing that you say that is that fountain iced tea or that
never good.
My mom felt the same way. I'll get up and leave a restaurant if they have that. I can't stand it. I'll tell you the other thing recently that got to me. Like my favorite snack is mixed nuts.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
love
sure.
them. And I just like them, chick.
I understand.
And I eat a lot of them.
They're very good.
And so I was at this hotel gift shop, and I get some mixed nuts. I don't even pay attention to the package. You know, it just it's I see that they're mixed nuts. They're probably experienced nut mixers or whatever.
Can't be that.
So I just start eating them.
You start, yeah.
They have mixed nuts, and there's pistachios in the mixed nuts, fine, but the pistachios have shells on them, and the rest of the mixed nuts do not have shells on them. That's wrong, isn't
They
it?
got lazy.
Hey, thanks for that surprise. Could you also put some toy Army Men legs in those mixed nuts?
Yeah.
It's a good...
That's like having a sliced banana with the peel on it in your fruit.
Exactly, Tom, exactly. And here's the thing. Pistachios, those people are animals, because that's the easiest nut to take a shell off of, right? I mean, they're born They hatch like nature does. Nature does like 80% of the work. I could understand if they were walnuts with shells. You'd be like, hey, we were understaffed. Gladys is our walnut girl. She called in sick. We just couldn't do it. Have you ever tried to like shell a walnut like at Christmas time with those nutcrackers? By the time you get to eat one, it's Valentine's Day. I mean, if they're going to put the pistachio shells in there, I don't trust them to not put cashew shells in there, which, cashew shells are poisonous. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's why you never see cashew shells. They're poisonous, and I think they do it. If a sociopath's going to put pistachio shells in the mixed nuts.
So we've established the fact that it's an iced tea. And whenever I go to Cheesecake Factory, I take a picture of my iced tea and send it to Greg.
He does, man. It's how Tom and I correspond.
And then let me guess, Greg, you send back the picture of me putting syrup on pancakes that you...
It's such a great picture. I've never seen somebody so intently focused on anything. Scientists, before they discover something, are not as...
Greg sent me the picture of Josh putting the syrup, and I didn't laugh at it. But then when I saw Greg and we looked at the picture together, I laughed so hard I thought I was going to pass out. I don't know what it is, but Warren enjoying it.
It's the focus. It was like he was diffusing a bomb.
It's exactly like it is.
We'll post that.
Give this man some space.
If I move the wrong way, we're gonna blow up the room.
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom Studios, and welcome to the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday. Coming up on the show today, Greg Hahn, Bill Burr, Ahmed Weinberg, plus Maria Bamford, Gutters, Scatting, Tom Speak, and lots more. But coming up next, comedian, impressionist Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like Aloe or Skins, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling, and for shoppers, buying, simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skins uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Everyone enjoyed the unspoiled a cappella majesty of Chicken Dean and all their best. Well, now they're back, and just in time for the holidays. Chicken Dean and all their Christmas best. Just listen to these Christmas classics. You'll get sing-alongs that the whole family can enjoy. And hey, let's not forget why we celebrate Christmas. Two men, two voices, and one shining star. If you order before midnight tonight, you'll get Honky and Hornies clowning around at Christmas. It's just for the kids. But wait, there's more. For this special radio offer only, if you call right now, you'll get Chicken Dean and Horny and Honky. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. So don't forget that phone number and call now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher here on your Monday. The staff is out on Christmas vacation. They'll be back next year sometime. But we've got a lot of good stuff for you on the show this morning, including this segment with comedian, impressionist, good friend Frank Caliendo.
Again, the handsome factor, just 5 ticks higher today, I would say. Everyone looking really good. Chick McGee's got that nice tan. Pat Godwin getting that color back in his skin here. Look a little pale a little earlier this morning.
Yeah,
feeling good. Those pancakes do it for you.
I feel a lot better. Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome.
There's a very handsome Frank Caliendo. He's got his big Ohio swing coming up. And now we have Josh over there, birthday boy, hence the pancakes. Tomorrow we get the cake.
Yeah, tomorrow's the actual birthday.
Little
Just
special
a cake.
surprise. Yeah, just a cake.
No pie.
No. Well, you know why you're not getting? You want to know why you're not getting a pie?
I
Stop the music.
Sure.
Do you know why you're not getting a pie, smarty pants?
Why is that?
So yesterday,
I would like to hear why my birthday man, is not getting a pie.
first of all, he's getting a really cool cake.
Well,
very excited.
Everybody gets a birthday cake.
That is themed.
It is a pieless cake.
Very, very. It is a pieless cake.
Yes.
So yesterday,
a cake with no pie is no
I call
cake.
up Grace from our staff. I was pretty busy, and I call her up and I said, I'm mobile right now and can't look at my email. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember what kind of pie Josh likes. And then I said, can you check the pie roster because I get them pies for Thanksgiving, I get them pies for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't just any pies, Frank. These are custom-made,
but then
very expensive pies.
When we get pies, we get no cake.
Right. From my pie, I have a separate pie lady and cake lady.
Is there a cupcake lady? Cupcake guy?
My daughter works for a cupcake company.
Great question.
Bakery.
I get my cupcakes from the Flying Cupcake Place, so they do a nice job.
Pancake place?
So the point of the story is, so Grace goes through all the emails, and you know what Josh got for his pie the last 3 times?
What? Cookies.
Cookies.
That's right, for the family.
Uh-huh.
Always thinking of others. Nice.
Yeah.
For your nieces, probably.
Now,
bring them all
and as you want to explain to Frank, when I give Josh cookies, you know what we have to do? He has to put them in the back of the car. So when he drives to St. Louis, the cookies get there.
Right. Make it. Otherwise, I would.
If they're accessible.
I'd eat them all.
I was going to say, when you said the cookies are for your family, or the family, I'm thinking, is that like a nickname for your body?
They're very good.
So the point is, there is no historical record of a
They're
pie
very good
of a pie that Josh likes. I said, okay, fine.
So he's not getting a pie.
So he wants
Just a cake.
A cookie pie and a pie cake.
Oh, so tomorrow I'm getting cake and cookies?
Oh, God.
No, because you didn't ask for cookies. You wanted a pie in your cake. But
Wait a minute, hold it. I'm getting a beat on this. Hang on. How about cookies, cake, and a pie?
I don't understand why this wouldn't happen.
What's the problem? If you're going to give somebody something, give them
You got the ladies.
Well, we could.
Would be an insult to ask a cake lady to make a cupcake? Is that demeaning in some way?
No, I did ask my cake lady if she does do pies, and she does not.
Oh, she scoffed. Man, hung up on
Pies.
You know what I want for my birthday? The
What?
cake lady and the pie lady to fist fight in front of me. That's what I want.
Glad you said fight.
I didn't know where I was going. Fight was the word I was looking for, too.
Wow. I'm sorry, ladies.
Oh, then I'd have them make love to one another. But the winner is on top.
So you're not even on my pie list ever. I thought maybe chocolate. Chocolate peanut butter pie, but no, I have no idea.
Every one of her pies.
They call that the chick pie now, you know that.
The chocolate peanut butter?
The chocolate peanut
This is a big week for Josh. On Friday, he'll be singing a brand new song.
Oh, I got together with the Consensuals. We may have whipped something up.
It is good. It's going to be fun.
Josh Arnold and the Consensuals is his band. They're amazing, Frank.
I bet.
They're very, very good. Now, Frank, you working on any new voices over there?
I've been working on a little bit of the Avengers, so none of that'll work with you.
No, go ahead.
That'll work with the rest of the world.
No,
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be? No, I don't know if anything's ready. I've just been working on Captain America, the Chris Evans character.
Sure.
And because my daughter's starting to love Chris Evans, I'm more of a Bob Evans guy. But she could have that poster. I could have this poster. But he just in the movie, in the end, you find a phrase that you keep going over and over and over. And in Endgame, Chris Evans looks at a former version of himself, and because Ant-Man had earlier said something. And Chris Evans says, "That is America's ass." that's what I've been.
That does sound like
you
him.
do Robert Downey already.
Yeah, of course, but he was asking for something different, so I was giving him something that I was working on. Appreciate it. Do me a favor, strum
You
the
got to
guitar.
laugh on that one.
Do me a favor, strum the guitar and rhyme something.
That is a good Chris Evans.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah. It's one of those that he's just got this amazing way. Okay, he does a big speech.
Here's what I don't understand about Chris Evans. This will drive Tom crazy. He was the Human Torch in one of the Fantastic Four movies, right?
Which was a Fox movie.
Yeah, and now he's Captain America.
How'd he do that?
Well, they knew that those Fantastic Four movies were over.
What you guys don't know is that he is an actor.
Yeah.
Playing.
I'm just saying, no. In this case, you shouldn't be able to play different
agree.
superheroes. Thank you.
No, there are plenty that are doing that.
Yeah.
There are people that in just the
That are
MCU.
crossing over?
Name 3 distinct others.
Wasn't Josh Brolin the bad guy in Deadpool?
Yeah,
and
he was
he's the
Cable.
bad guy in.
Bad guys are okay. And plus, I like Josh Brolin.
Oh, I see.
Go ahead.
I see. All right, the rules.
Josh
differ.
Brolin, who used me for influence for W.
So you don't like Chris Evans? Is
Hey
that
guys,
what you're
Tom
saying?
just got into his car.
He hasn't said anything for 10 minutes.
No, I'm
Oh,
looking
and
at.
actually, he's being quiet for a change.
No, I'm reading about Chris Evans. I've never seen anything he's ever done.
No?
What?
I've been doing some movie research.
Never seen the guy.
Oh,
Have you?
Yeah.
Do we need the intro for this?
Oh, it's not a joke. It's more informational.
Well, nonetheless.
Cosby.
Here we go.
Joke? Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
The movie Titanic
Yeah.
has something in common with The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense, huh?
Yeah. I see dead people.
Icy dead people.
Get it, Frank?
Perfectly valid.
It actually took me a second.
Valid. I will.
Laughing, but the phrase perfectly valid.
Yes. It's no turducken. It's a valid joke. Yeah. No, I've never gone to any of these superhero movies. I don't get it.
Unbelievable.
However, then I say that, but Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern, and
Yeah.
now he's Deadpool.
Deadpool. Yeah, there are quite a few actually.
And Robert Downey Jr. was Chaplin.
Thank you.
That is right, guys.
Thank you, Pat.
I have a
Do me a favor. Quiet down next time. Keep to yourself.
I have a more important question.
What?
Josh, let's
Yes.
get back to food.
Okay.
Now, in the event that I did get you a pie,
Right.
which is highly unlikely, first of all, what kind of pie do you like the most?
You know what? I'm a man of simple tastes.
Wrong.
An apple pie. Okay.
Wrong.
So you get a nice apple
No,
pie.
he's right.
You get a nice apple pie. And presumably, it's a round pie. And you cut the so-called pie-shaped piece out of the pie.
Isn't it by
Yes.
definition a pie of round shape?
Yeah, a square pie. is
Square pie's a brownie or something.
Not necessarily.
Kind of a cobbler.
The point is, and then you when you cut the first piece of pie out of the pie,
Yes.
and it's got the thing in the. A lot of the pie sort of stays in that little V-shaped area you've just made.
Right.
Now, what's your rule? Do you get to scoop that out? Is that your pie, or is that part of the next person's pie?
So when you remove the slice, then there's some spillover from what would be other.
And unless it's like a cheesecake, you're going to have some of those apples are going to
Well,
be.
no, proper tool, proper job. I mean, you get a pie.
You get the pie shape.
I believe they're called getters.
Server?
But
Getters?
were there
pie
some,
getter, the spatula.
Pie server?
were the integrity of the pie to a break, that would be my pie. Yeah.
So you go back in there with some kind of a tool and get that.
That's right. Yeah,
Of course.
that's
Okay.
mine. Yeah. It
Okay.
fell into my space.
Same thing is true of cake.
That's right.
Taking cake out if there's any structural problems with the cake, those are your pieces.
Is the cake tomorrow? His birthday cake? Is it some theme? Is
Yes.
We can't say though.
No.
Is it chocolate?
You will immediately.
No.
He
That's
likes
like
the
a
white.
theme. That's a
You will
flavor.
immediately recognize it. It's sort of a revenge.
Oh, God.
Oh, so something Tom will think is hilarious that will be insulting and demeaning to me.
Exactly.
Revenge.
How did you know?
I see.
Excellent.
All the more reason to participate. Now, Frank Caliendo once again doing the voice of Chris Evans in the Avengers movies.
Doing as well as I can.
Okay. I guess that was good. I wouldn't know.
Good.
For me, Chris Evans would be like you doing your high school gym teacher. I've never watched any
my
of
high
his
school
movies.
gym teacher was Captain America.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm sure he's a fine actor. I don't know. Who else? What are the other superheroes in this movie?
The Hulk.
What is he
that
do?
was very good.
God, that's eerie.
Who talks? Who's the Hulk?
Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Does he have to wear the big suit?
Well,
No, it's
They
all
don't do the
CGI.
suits anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's not even really doing it?
Well, no, he does. It's called motion capture.
wait
So
a
he's
minute.
acting and moving around most of the time. He's not hopping on
You
buildings.
praised Gary Oldman getting Best Actor for wearing the Muppet suit as
Churchill? That's because it was brilliant.
It was incredible.
So you're saying this is just all cartooned up for this guy?
Yeah, but he's actually on set, moving around.
As his
and
what is he?
acting.
Bruce Bannon or something?
Banner, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
what's
fine.
What's his skill again? He
gets big when
He hulks out.
He hulks out. He becomes green.
Also quite smart. Yeah.
Accidental overdose of gamma radiation.
Of course, that'll happen.
And
Oh my!
And then at
It's
the
not
end
a
of
documentary.
And then at the end of the show, he hitchhikes off into the sunset.
That's right.
You remember that?
There he goes.
People just don't understand.
I understand on the set following him into the bathroom.
by the way,
no.
do you know who did the voice at the beginning of
Ted
Knight?
Lurch. No.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
The guy who did Lurch.
The guy who played Lurch.
Ted Cassidy.
Ted Cassidy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was the same voice. I heard it over.
Can you do it?
Yeah, no. That I like to do setups for things I can't knock out, but
Fair.
but yeah, it's a super deep weird voice.
Ted Cassidy, also perhaps one of the most famous scenes in motion picture history,
Guns and Knives, Butch.
is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and the famous knife scene. That's Ted Cassidy. Also, of course, most famous for Lurch. Yeah, but I didn't realize he was the voice of. So he's the voiceover guy in the Hulk.
Yeah, there's
The TV show.
Somebody pull it up. It's
That's
Bill
obscure.
Bixby.
There's something else that he did that was really big too. You know what? He was Brainiac on the Super Friends.
Oh, okay.
He did some cartoon voice as well, but he has this really cool deep. I don't think I could even do it. I'll end up sounding like Morgan Freeman. I'm not doing the right guy right now. But
Wow.
it's that.
He was a tall man.
Yeah, he is real big.
6'9".
You know the scene in Butch Cassidy where he's got the giant knife and Butch.
No.
Spoiler alert: Butch kicks him in the nuts. Paul Newman, God, great scene.
Dr. David Banner.
You've had 50 years to see it, I think.
When this is over and he's dead, you can stay. And Butch goes, if this is over and I'm dead, will you kill him? And Robert Redford would love to. Yeah.
Okay.
There's the scene.
Now,
No,
you do.
watch-
How many of the Super Friends do you do?
No, just that voice.
Just the voiceover guy?
Meanwhile, that guy, which I think they should bring back for the new Justice Leagues, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Meanwhile.
should. They got to do something to pick that thing up. Gee, man.
Yeah. Although Shazam is a crossover, and now Shazam, people really like that movie, which was.
Did you see that one?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did. It was a little more kid friendly.
Yeah, my kids really
My
liked
daughter went nuts for it when. Spoiler, there's something that happens at the end.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, my daughter Juliet was like, "Oh!" Like this was the making of her life. So she's just so into superheroes. Spider-Man. She wants to meet Spider-Man, and she heard that he did a handstand contest, so she wants to do a handstand contest with him. I'm like, all right, you get the chance. Go ahead.
That's a tough job. Handstand.
It's his daughter, man.
I know.
Okay, Christy Lee at the news desk. What else is happening?
Hold on a second. I challenge you
Did I do a handstand?
to a handstand contest. Have you tried to do anything where your hands go below your waist?
I'm as weak as a kitten.
No,
Frank, we
it's
all
not
know
even
it.
that. Your equilibrium goes. I tried to do a cartwheel like 5 years ago, and I used to cartwheel my brains. I used to be all over the place, and I start to rotate, and I'm like, this just isn't going to happen.
Isn't it weird how that happens as you get older?
The
I don't
fluid in your inner
understand
ear
it.
starts to solidify.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
That's it.
You're
really?
great with words and physiology.
I'm a very smart man.
Yeah.
He was pre-med. It was a pre-law.
Is that why you get vertigo
Pre-law and med.
easier when you're older?
Now, back to the news desk with something interesting.
Podcast.
I'm officially part of the show.
On this date in history,
Yes.
May 15th, 1536.
Whoa!
Anne Boleyn is executed.
Was she? What was she boiling?
Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn, wasn't she beheaded?
Let Them Eat Cake? Is that who?
No, that's.
I think this is the one.
Marie
Antoinette.
Antoinette.
No, this is Let Them Eat Cake.
You've got cake
She
on your
never said
mind.
that.
No, yeah, I
You're
do.
prehistory.
Yeah, Boleyn was Let Them Eat Cake.
Wasn't Anne Boleyn beheaded?
That was the famous hashtag thou too. They
Thy too. Wouldn't it be thy too?
You know why they cut her head off?
Why?
That's where the noise was coming from. That's why.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything else happened on this day?
Let Them Eat Cake. Anne Boleyn
1928, Mickey Mouse makes his first appearance in silent film Plain Crazy.
said. Let Them Eat Cheese.
This was created before Steamboat Willie, but wasn't distributed until after.
So what's cool about that is they had the presence of mind to have Mickey Mouse. He wasn't named Steamboat Willie?
No, that was the name of the... He was Mickey Mouse in Steamboat.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Mickey Mouse was an actor right from the beginning.
Right, right. Funny.
Yes, and very difficult, evidently, from what I heard.
Just
difficult on the set?
Oh, unbelievable.
Drank a lot.
Wanted to play multiple superheroes.
Violent drunk.
On this date in history in 1940, the first McDonald's opens in San Bernardino, California.
1940?
So it says right here.
Wow. I didn't know that.
They only served corn pone. A lot of people don't know that.
What's corn pone?
They call it the quarter pounder pone, is what they called it.
Did
They served it like Hooverville.
Did they do the sign thing in the beginning, like 32 sold?
Yes,
they did actually.
Over
When did they
sold?
start that? Okay, well, that's
On the first day, over 3 sold. I don't know.
That's good. Well, I'm glad about.
And yesterday, if you'll recall, we had a long list of birthdays, but apparently today it's very short. We only have one.
Who?
Born on this date in 1969, Emmitt Smith.
Football great.
I guess.
Are those guys upset that when they look at games like Madden, back in the day, those various video games those guys are on, those guys look like Lego figures, as opposed to the guys today look more alive than they are when they're alive.
I remember when, not just, there was it might have been Madden 92, where if a player got hurt, the ambulance would come onto the field and drive over the players, and you'd see them go, and they'd go floating, like just flying off the screen. It was ridiculous.
serious?
Oh yeah, it was great. We loved it. We wanted our guys to get hurt just for the ambulance to come in.
Did you get your players back that were?
I don't know.
Does Madden do any voiceovers anymore?
No, he just makes money. Well, they bought him out. I think I told you that last time. They bought him out of the game, so he was making so much money, but they could not change the game.
The name,
because my son calls it Madden. Like there's an NBA 2K for basketball. That's what they call it NBA 2K. It makes sense. With football, kids just call it Madden. It had nothing to do with John Madden. He's just like, here, cast a check. I'm out of here.
Wow.
What a great gig.
You know who else's birthday it is? It's your friend Dan Patrick.
Oh, yeah?
Birthday today, yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Will you be calling or texting him?
Yeah, why not?
You going to call him as yourself, or are you going to call him as some famous coach?
I'll tell you what, man. Danny, how you doing today, man? You know whose birthday it is coming? I can't believe your birthday is today, man. You know whose birthday week this is? Josh Arnold from Bob and Tom, man. He's going to get a cake from Tom. He doesn't know what it is.
More Bob and Tom Show coming up next for you on a Monday. Passwords and game shows are on the way next. Come on back. This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. This is Christopher. Hope you're having a good holiday season here so far. Here's a good segment about passwords and game shows here on the Bob and Tom Show.
What are the odds of being struck by lightning, chick?
What are the odds of being struck by lightning, Chick?
1 in 700,000.
Oh, well.
The odds of becoming a billionaire in the United States, 1 in just over 785,000.
Okay.
So it's easier to become a billionaire than to get a perfect bracket.
Way easier. Odds of being killed by a shark, 1 in 3.7 million.
Okay.
Odds of getting drafted into the NBA, I think I might throw this off a little bit. 1 in 6.8 million. It might be a little higher in my case. What are the odds of becoming president of the United States, Josh?
I don't know.
Here you go. It's still not too late to.
I know there are times I've said, "Man, what are the odds that guy's going to win?"
1 in 10 million.
Sure.
Olympic gold medalist, 1 in 23.4 million. The odds of getting killed by a falling coconut. 1 in 250 million.
Okay.
All right.
How do you figure that?
I have a question. Is there a regionality? If you
Yeah, there
will,
has
to
to be.
that.
Because the odds of
if it happens in Alaska, you'd
yeah.
have to be a stage crew guy when they were putting on
Well, I
South
think
Pacific
that must
in,
be
in Nome.
That must be factored in.
The A ladder slipped.
The odds of winning the Powerball jackpot, 1 in 292 million.
Sure.
Way more likely than getting a perfect
Let's just
bracket.
say everything's more likely.
So no one has ever filled out a perfect bracket that we know of.
No, no,
Wow.
never.
That's why Warren
And
Buffett's fine with putting up all that money.
It'll never happen. Ever.
It might.
No.
In an alternate
It's
universe.
impossible.
Didn't some young kid come real close once?
Making 8 half-court shots in a row, 1 in 39 trillion. Guessing a 9-character password with an uppercase, a lowercase, and a number on the first try.
On the first try.
1 in 14 quadrillion, still more likely.
Do you have any
Only
passwords?
4 more pages to go.
Do you have any passwords, by the way? Do you have any passwords that require? Well, it'd be nice to weigh in on a couple of these, perhaps, rather than just let them fly by. Would it be nice to? Have you had a password lately that requires, like, it has to either have something from the uppercase and the higher?
Sure.
It's got to have like a $sign or
Right.
a hashtag
Yeah.
or an and
A
or a
character,
star.
yeah.
Yeah, they just started adding that.
Or a half paren.
I think it's because so many people have been hacked. They want your password harder.
Yeah, it's just
they don't want
just
people
better
doing
protection.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or whatever.
I used to use the same thing for everything, and then they somehow figure out that's going on.
I use somebody else's password.
Have you been using mine? You know my
No, but I
you know what my
seriously do.
password is.
No, I don't know. I do not know what your password is.
Alan Ludden.
Oh.
That's a joke for those on Social Security.
I still love password.
Yes, that's a joke for those on Social Security who want to tell something funny to your grandparents.
Yes, yeah. If you have if your Social Security card begins with 3 zeros, you'll get that joke.
If you're a Betty White fan, you might
Betty
know.
White husband, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the
I
host.
loved it when they would whisper, and the password is. I loved that.
Did you ever see Password, Josh?
Just clips, old clips, yeah.
Your favorite? What is your favorite game show of all time?
Oh, man.
Jeopardy?
Yeah, probably Jeopardy.
You got to go Jeopardy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Kristen Wiig do the secret word, and she plays some Broadway star?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
She comes out in her gown. Hi, I'm here because I have nowhere else to be. Come sit down.
Oh, that
Man,
was like those people
that's
that
funny
used to be
stuff.
on the.
Although Hollywood Squares, though, might be more entertaining than
I
Jeopardy.
loved the match game, man. That was my favorite.
Yeah, those
They
are all
got
fun.
away.
I loved Pressure Luck. Loved it. With the whammies. And,
No.
yeah,
No.
oh yeah.
No, you're wrong.
I never saw that one.
I was like 8 when it came out or whatever. Loved it.
Were you 9?
Couldn't
Top
get
3
enough.
game show.
Was you 9 when it went off the air? I've never even heard of the show.
Christy, top 3 game shows. Go.
Jeopardy, match game, password.
Okay,
Tom's in the minority for not knowing Pressure Luck. Can we all agree on that?
Never
Yes.
seen it. Ace, have you ever
Yes.
seen
I've heard of it. I don't
Well, he
Oh, you
immediately.
guys all saw it.
it? Never saw it. Never once saw it.
I haven't seen it.
Who was on it? Who was the host?
I don't remember the guy's name. He kind
Must
of
be-
looked like David Copperfield a little bit.
Oh, that must be
Oh,
really
that's,
memorable.
The whammies.
No.
You're all nuts.
Sucky show. No one ever saw it.
Hey, can I get a show without the cast of Cocoon, please?
I told you my password, Alan Ludden. Admittedly, it's a little bit dated. I have a
Well, then
question.
why did you say it?
Because I enjoy talking about classic
having listeners turn the show off.
classic game shows. I have to.
Well, they did it again.
I-
Alan Ludden,
I
click.
think Jeopardy is a little too pretentious to say is the best game show ever. I think you have to go with Hollywood Squares.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Lynde.
Never cared for
Back in the
Hollywood
day.
Squares
All right, I'll
for a second.
Oh, come
It was
on.
okay.
No, it was all hack, and they looked down like they weren't getting the answers. It was just
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah, but Godwin, who was your favorite on Hollywood Squares?
Paul Lynde.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Ask me. I'll do my Paul Lynde.
None of them had any answers right off the top of their head. Nobody.
What are you going to ask you now?
Ask me. What do you call Paul to Block?
Right.
What do you call the male members of a ballet?
Well, Paul to Block. What do you call the male members of the ballet?
Silly savages.
See, how could you not love that?
I find it
Hey,
incredibly
can I ask you
easy.
more questions?
Sure. Ask me.
Paul Lynde.
Ask me why do the Hell's Angels wear leather?
Paul Lynde to Block. Why do the Hells Angels wear leather?
Because chiffon wrinkles so easy.
Let's see Jeopardy do that, huh? Let's see Alex Trebek tell a joke. Go ahead.
Are you guys Price is Right fans? That's a classic.
That was a good one.
A lot of joy there.
$1 Million Pyramid or $100,000 pyramid. I like
the
that
only
one.
person in this room who would be great on The Price is Right is Ace.
Oh yeah,
because Ace is a coupon guy. And I don't know the price of anything.
You have to adjust for Burbank. You know what I mean?
If you asked me the price of gasoline, I wouldn't be able to get it within $1.
Within $1?
Me too. Me too. I swear to God, me too.
There is an amazing documentary. Josh can back me up on this because there was this guy who made a spreadsheet of all the prizes on The Price is Right, every single one of them and what the price was.
Yeah.
And he kept track of it and knew them to the penny. It was nuts.
Was he on the show?
No,
he was always he was in the audience a bunch, but he did help one guy get the Showcase Showdown to the dollar.
He added up his showcase while he was in and they knew who he was when that happened.
Yeah.
So he'll never make it on the show.
No.
No.
No matter how. Even when I had absolutely no cash, no money, I never looked at the price of gas because
You don't know the price of gas?
Couldn't tell you. All I know is that at one point, a few years back when it was real high, I drive a vehicle that has a rather large gas tank, the Chevrolet Suburban.
Yeah.
And at one point, most of the gas stations would stop. You couldn't fill it.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd have to go. You'd have to restart and go. It wouldn't. It was so. I think it got up to $100 to fill it, but I just never.
God.
No, because here's my
I
logic.
drive out of my way to get cheap gas.
No, here's my logic.
Really?
Yes.
I can't.
I have an app, Gas Buddy.
All I care about is all
Are
I care about is I want a place that doesn't have. There's one place you go to that has a commercial blaring and music at the same time. How can I possibly be on the phone while pumping my gas? And I prefer the places that don't require you to put your life story in when you.
Yeah.
Do you want a car wash?
Yeah.
And then they've got this you can't even see the screen because of the glare of the. And you hit the wrong button, and all of a sudden you have a car wash you'll never use. But that one place, the car wash place isn't even there.
Yeah, are the census people, do they just take over the gas tanks?
I don't know.
What's your zip code?
Yeah.
What's your mother's maiden name? I want some gasoline. It's 20 below.
I think they're trying to keep you from being frauded. Is that
Of
a word?
course, that's what they want us to think.
But a lot of those things have those chips in them that people steal. And anyway.
Oh, Lord.
But no, here's my point about this, Christy. If you pay attention to the price of gas, there's nothing you can do about it.
I know.
It's something in the world like many things. I can't get them to redesign the freeway right here and make it logical. I can't do that.
A lot of gas stations raise their prices on Thursdays for the weekend, then drop it back down on Sunday.
See, I would never know that.
Oh, I do. Believe me.
Are you sure you don't have a cover for your toaster?
I don't.
Vera Bradley.
Well, let's not forget, it makes sense that Christy would do this. She does have the 7 cars to fill every week.
Well, no, my stepfather was really into this, and so I think it just imprinted on me when I was a kid.
No, but I don't know the price. I couldn't tell you the price of raspberries, milk,
That's
anything.
one of my little secret. What are they? Guilty pleasures. I love going to the grocery store and not adding things up because I used to have to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same here. And I used to have to focus on the gas price a lot.
Yep.
Because it would be.
I don't want to know how much something costs.
Yeah.
Yes, Ace.
Ace is the man. You're a coupon guy. You could never grocery shop with me because I never look. I do occasionally get astonished when taking one bag out of Whole Foods and it's $300. What did I buy? Did I buy organic strawberries?
Plus, sometimes with your store value card, you can save 10 cents, 20 cents a gallon.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Strawberries about to come into season, so the prices should start dropping.
This is something I would be the worst contestant ever on The Price is Right.
It would be so
anything.
good.
It would be.
I would have no idea.
I don't know, $1,000? Yeah, Tom, $1,000 for this bag of rice aroma.
Just peanut butter. $20.
Okay, let's now. For example,
we should play real quick.
What would the average size jar of peanut butter be? I don't know.
I'll guess. Average size. I'm going to say $3.50.
Ace, what do you think?
I'll go $2.80.
What size jar are we talking?
Well, I don't want to get too technical here. What's something that's always the same size?
Loaf of bread.
Okay, well, how much is a loaf of bread? I couldn't tell.
No idea.
$1.99?
That's going to vary very much.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of bread you get.
You can get a generic at Kroger for $1.
Yeah,
I'm not a big generic guy. I don't know if you ever figured that out.
It's white bread.
All right, how about a carton of brand name orange juice?
Oh, I don't even buy that.
I don't buy that.
I don't know.
How about everybody buys eggs? I buy eggs all the time.
Yeah. What would you pay for eggs?
I have no idea.
I buy the.
I'm guessing
I buy the
$6.
$6?
I don't know.
You buy range free. That's probably true. It's probably
I get the free range eggs that all of the from chickens that volunteered
yeah.
to shoot them out.
Those are about the average price of
Yesterday,
eggs.
I got a dozen grade A large eggs for 99 cents.
Yeah,
Again, I wouldn't.
$2
I'd
is
have no
about
idea.
normal, I think, for that.
I can't. This is stuff I can't control, so I don't think about it. And I'm sorry, but I'd be terrible on The Price is Right. What game show would you be the best on, Josh? You a Jeopardy guy, maybe?
I auditioned for Jeopardy once and did not do well, but...
Did you study for it?
No, there is no studying for it. But to me, the test for Jeopardy was harder than any episode I've ever seen ever.
The big part is also being able to time in on the buzzer. There's a certain window you have to hit the buzzer.
I did not pass the written. First, there was a written exam, and
I have an idea.
And you had to get 10 out of 10, and I did not get 10 out of 10.
Can you try again? Let's try.
Yeah, I think so.
You know those parents that all cheated to get their kids into college? They should make them and their kids go on Jeopardy to be publicly humiliated. Have them go against them, one of the real Jeopardy studs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get Ken back up there.
Judge, whoever you will be, if you're listening, you need to follow Tom.
How hilarious would that be? Well, we've got little Susie, whose mom cheated her way into the
USC.
University of Texas and her sister into USC. Oh, and look, it's Ken Jennings. Let's be humiliated.
Coming up next hour here on the Bob and Tom Show, some Tom Speak and comedian Sid Davis. But next, comedian Maria Bamford. She's next here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. You'll get 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. Plus, enjoy access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection. And with the welcome offer of 150,000 points, your business can soar to all new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Vertuo Pop, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. Lots of great stuff coming up later this morning, including Gutters, and Bill Burr is on the way next hour, so stick around for that. Right now, comedian, great friend of ours, Maria Bamford, here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Our engineer, Ace Cosby. Good to see you, Ace.
Good to see you, Tom.
Let's see. Chick McGee across the way at the
Good to see you, Tom.
Sports desk. The lovely and incredibly funny Maria Bamford is right over there.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Not to suggest that you look funny.
No. I feel like I could.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Very funny face.
That's funny. Silly face. Oh my.
Very handy. Josh Arnold is right over there.
Hi.
It's good to see you, Josh.
I love you, Tom.
No, well, thank you.
Suck
That's
up.
very kind of you. And Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. This is Tom speaking.
Yes.
And then we go over here to the music corner with Mr. Pat Gallagher.
I love you too.
Tom, in fact, I have a question. Do you love me?
Josh, I'm thrilled that you're here.
Oh.
You didn't answer the question.
That's very telling. Isn't
Sounds
it?
like a no.
Very telling. Okay.
Now, we have...
You're uncomfortable saying you love any of us, aren't you?
Yes, he
You have an
is.
issue, don't you?
You're uncomfortable. You're saying that you love the people who've given you children, probably.
I love the Beatles.
All right. Okay. All right.
Love the Allman Brothers. Of course I love my kids. Who doesn't? Now, we have a young lady who is a lover in the studio.
Yes.
Oh, she's a lover, not a fighter.
She is Maria Bamford, and I know Maria, one of America's finest comedians. But you are also married.
Yes, I'm married. It'll be we just made it 6 years.
Wow.
Woo! Yeah, I've never had a relationship last over a year, so this is fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah. It's going very well. Let me see. What about my snuggle bunny? Can I tell you? He's a painter. I'm a comedian, so we talk about money. And,
Sure.
we're working on a project together. I'm not sure what it is, but he pulls up his swim trunks all the way up to his chin, and then he tiptoes around the pool while I chase him, yelling, "Mr. Cassidy! Mr. Cassidy! Mr. Cassidy!" I'm going to try to sell that to Audible.
Yes. I
Yep, that's Maria. All right.
Yeah, no.
That's great.
Yeah, he's a good man, and we're having a good time.
Good. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, that is absolutely fascinating. One can explore the origin of Mr. Cassidy.
Do you role play at home?
Yes or no? Just yes
just
or no.
answer the question.
Just answer the question.
For once.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Yeah, completely against it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's impossible for you not to pass judgment on anything happening. You know that, right?
I'm not judging Maria Bamford's artist husband.
No one said that.
Oh, no, you said he's a painter. I assume
Painter,
artist, not house painter.
Yeah, so painter, and so we talk about you're getting. I don't know how it works for you guys, but have you do people have to ask for raises around here? I never thought to ask for a raise when I worked. I worked tons of minimum wage jobs. I worked at a laundry factory where I'd make wire hangers into one long wire. No one told me what the business plan, but I still felt inspired. And I worked at temp agencies where they just call Maria, can you work with sharp objects? Yes. Can you meet them at an unmarked warehouse in downtown Los Angeles? When? Starting at midnight, you're going to be making airport salads. Okay, you buried the lead. I love a wilted cob. I was in from the jump. But I never thought, now I get direct offers to me. So, I had a bunch of somebody say, would you come to Alabama for $300 all in? And I did the numbers on my adding machine. Mm-hmm. And I called them up and I said, hey, how about I just send you $2,000? So I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Okay.
That is definitely. Let's cut out the middleman.
Sure.
The nonsense. But now I'm trying to. Actually, my friend Jackie Cation, who is here with me today, who will be on the show later. She, her dad, taught me a negotiating technique because the University of Minnesota asked me to do a commencement speech, and they said, I said, well, which I said, that's a terrible idea, but that's on you. I love money. And, but then they said, it wouldn't pay. It was just an honor. So I went to Jackie Cation's father, who was an 83-year-old aluminum siding salesman, and he said, you never say no without a number. That means if you're not even sure you want the job, put out something ridiculous, something you've never gotten before in your life. That way, either you get a ton of money or you don't have to do it.
Good advice.
So the university's initial parry was zilch. Yeah. I counter-thrusted with $20,000.
Yes.
And I received the following email in response. You dirty little bird. They didn't say that. They said, we'll get back to you. But I read between the lines. And they came back a week later with $10,000. I would have done it for $600 plus air and hotel. And then I felt Mr. Cation said, okay, now you say split the difference, 15, and you only settle for 12.5. But the guilt of the old country had done its work. And I went with 10, and then I ended up feeling so bad about myself that I gave the money away to kids in the audience to spit on their student loans, which sounds like a nice thing to do. That is the only way I'm able to do kind things, if it is in public and it is grandiose.
Yes.
Maria Bamford is our guest, and I do not know Ms. Jackie Cation's dad, but I bet that's dead on.
I bet. Yeah.
Right.
We can perhaps
you'd have to ask
have her verify that when she comes in. That was beautiful. So you had a lot of odd jobs coming up. I think we all did. Chick, you've been on radio since you were in high school.
Yeah,
but you've had a couple of minimum wage jobs.
I detasseled corn. I baled hay.
How long did you detassel corn?
Huh?
How long was your job detasseling?
Oh, just
corn?
one summer.
For the whole summer.
Yeah.
Was that the gig where you sit in the back of a truck and it drives slowly? And
there are some that they have specially outfitted tractors that you can ride in the baskets, but there are others that you walk through the fields and pull the tassels off.
I'm surprised you did that for a whole summer.
I had a pretty good time at that. And then they asked me to come back and bale hay the next summer.
Baling hay sucks.
And I did that for one day. Well, half a day. I hitchhiked home.
Did you get the rash all up and down your arms?
I didn't get that.
Man, were you built at that point?
Oh,
I bet
I was ripped.
Yeah. Farm boy built.
So if I'm hearing the story correctly,
rural strength.
In the process of detasseling corn in the fields there, you lost your work ethic.
Is that what happened? What?
Yeah.
Dropped it somewhere, couldn't find it among the rows.
You know, I lost my work ethic here. When I kept hitting my head against the wall and it kept hurting. And
Josh, jobs in high school?
Usher at a movie theater, that was my favorite.
Oh, that was my dream
Besides
job.
this job, that was my all-time favorite job.
Now, when you're an usher at a movie theater, do you really usher people to their seats anymore? Was that
We
still...
did when a picture was sold out. We would do that. I remember.
A picture. He's in the business. He calls it a picture.
No, yeah. When the movie was sold out, I would stand and I would say, "How many in your party?" They would say 3, and I go, "Okay." And I would
Flashlight?
I would. This was typically before the movie started, so the house lights were still up.
Did you carry a flashlight though?
Yes, yeah,
That
because
was
we
like
were also
tool.
we had to check the thermostats in the theater, so you would have your flashlight for that.
Could you get as much candy as you wanted?
Not candy, but I could
Popcorn?
get as much soda and popcorn.
Nice.
Okay, nice. That
Good
is a
kid.
good
Did that
deal.
include butter?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Real butter or the
No,
fixed
it was the butter flavored topping is what it was called. Yeah.
And am I correct in saying you actually prefer that now?
I do, and I don't know if it's because that's what I was raised on, but the real butter to me on popcorn tastes like those butter cookies out of a tin that I hate.
How much higher is popcorn, the cost of it? How much more is that going to go up? Aren't we at the maximum price for popcorn?
I would think.
Yeah, I think it's going to eventually cost as much as toner for any kind of printer
Crazy,
device. I think is the most expensive fluid ever
I think
made.
it's like $16 for a large popcorn and a large drink.
My
right now.
goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
You can stop. Yeah, you can stop paying it. You don't have to get it.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Can I help you with something? do we have a problem?
It just makes me mad. If everybody in
Do we have a problem?
In 1955, when somebody stepped up, hey, can I get a popcorn? Well, that'll be 15 cents. If they all said, we're not paying that, we wouldn't have this problem today. But everybody just paid it, and now we're stuck with $16 popcorn.
I like the convenience.
That's right. It is convenient.
Sure.
I do.
And it's delicious.
Maria Bamford is our guest. We're in the presence of genius, and we're talking about Christy. You worked at Arby's, right?
Welcome to Arby's. May I take your order, please?
Oh,
yes.
And that's
I
how
was
your
great at
that's how
drive-thru.
your voice work started.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I worked in radio too when I was 15.
Good for you.
WNON. No radio is what I called it. Sorry, Lebanon, but at the time.
What is it? No radio?
That was my joke. I
No
know.
Radio.
I didn't. WNON. It's no longer in existence, but it was a small radio station in a small town. It was a lot of fun. I had to go out the front door, to look down the street to see what the temperature was on the bank.
Nice.
Locked myself out one Sunday
Well,
afternoon.
at least you could also see what traffic was.
Yeah, had to walk to the fire department to have them get me back in.
Wow, we've all had those horror stories.
Oh, yeah.
Maria, first job outside the home?
Let me see. I think I babysat, but I am terrified of kids, so that was short lived.
Yeah, that'll.
I find them just terrifying.
Yeah.
They'll just say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So let me see. What
Did you
did
work
I
in a
do?
restaurant?
Oh yes, I worked a lot of waitressing jobs. Let me see. Mexican restaurants and pizza places, and
This is
I
in
worked at
Minnesota?
and the Sbarro, the Italian eatery.
Oh, sure, yeah.
At the mall?
Yeah, at the mall.
Yeah.
How long has that been sitting there? We can warm it right up for you. It's our vegetarian stuffed pizza. It's got broccoli, mushrooms, onions, and a right ricotta cheese sauce.
We've got more of the Bob and Tom Show here for a Monday morning. Comedian Sid Davis is coming up for you next, so stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video.
In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
I want to thank you, old Saint Nick, for the stuff that you leave on the eve of Christmas Day. Worldwide overnight delivery's quite a trick, and it ain't no wonder that you ain't got time to shave. I know that you've been making me a toy up in the Arctic, and I hope this message reaches you before you've time to start it. Some folks like their Christmases all blue or even white, but for me the color green is exactly right. Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Yeah. Don't need two front teeth or mistletoe kisses. Jackson Franklin and grants my wishes. All I want for Christmas is cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's the color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my pocket make my butt look big? Or show me what the holiday spirit's about, or with a nice wire transfer into my offshore account. Cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Santa, don't you be no Ebenezer. Pay off the balance on this here Visa, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my wallet make my butt look big? Oh, Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cold hard. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
More of the Bob and Tom Show now on this Monday. Welcome back. This is Christopher speaking from the Bob and Tom Studios. Let's do a segment here with comedian Sid Davis.
Let's see. Our man over there is Ace Cosby, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. Today's going to be a special double Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Oh, yeah, we have another one coming up. I'm very excited about that. Pat Godwin in the Pat Cave. Amanda Guitar, a dream, a date.
Set a record for the worst small talk in the history of the world.
Why do you
the rock
do this?
on tour, Godwin.
When will you learn to keep your mouth shut?
There was some air there.
How about instead of my girlfriend went to see John Mayer, instead of what you said, yeah, I really liked his first album.
Yeah,
Something like that.
I like his first album.
Instead of...
Never mind.
What I said.
Let's move on. Where was I? This is Tom speaking. Hello. How is everybody?
The rest of the date in fear.
Time now to perhaps Ace can help us out here.
Ace Cosby.
Just
What is
did
this, a
one
joke?
of these.
Are you joking? This is a joke, right? What are you, from a radio station?
While I was out playing tennis, I got a ticket for parking illegally.
No.
I told the cop, there's a sign right there that says fine for parking.
You thought it was okay.
It's a double meaning of the word
See,
fine.
words have different meanings.
Yeah.
They
Homonyms, they're called.
You told me that one morning. You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, some words do. Now, Pat, you know some words that don't.
There's some words you can't take any differently than the word.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
That are not fine.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. Now, Christy, we were talking about parachuting. We had 2 stories, a very positive. A 103-year-old woman sets the world's record for parachuting.
Yes, and then we have a woman who survived a 5,000-foot fall because her parachutes did not deploy.
And she's in fairly good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken vertebrae, that's about it.
But yeah, she's going to be okay. So they're very good. Now, what else have you got over there?
A South Dakota woman who believed she had kidney stones ended up giving birth to triplets.
Jeez.
Despite having 2 children already.
Never mind.
Danette Giltz, Giltz, that would be Giltz, right?
Yeah.
Said she did not know she was 34 weeks pregnant when she began having pain. Thought she was suffering from kidney stones. She's had both in the past. Doctors told her she was actually in labor. She gave birth to 3 healthy babies August 10th. They are named Blaze, Gypsy, and Nikki.
Oh,
my God.
They're not puppies.
Oh, no, but they're going to
Blaze, Gypsy, and Nikki.
I'm thinking 2 of them are going to be strippers.
1 boy,
No
2
kidding.
girls. The
Well, let's hope
babies.
it's the girls, but whatever.
The babies weighed 4 pounds each. Yeah.
Blaze and Gypsy, their middle name is On Stage 3.
I think Blaze is the boy.
Really?
Gypsy and Nikki would be
I
the
would.
girls.
You're probably right,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
How are they spelling Nikki?
Nikki.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously not a woman. I don't know how. Christy, do you think?
I know how it works.
Yeah, I've had
But
kidney stones and I've given birth, and I couldn't confuse them.
She has to be so fat. Doesn't
She's
she?
a bigger gal.
Yeah.
She's not as fat. Not as fat as I thought she was going to be.
Large.
Like she's large.
I'm more upset by the names than the fact that
Gypsy's not
She
bad.
had to make them up on the
I
fly.
like Gypsy.
Yeah, she didn't have any time to think.
Isn't Gypsy the name of the most famous stripper in history?
Yeah,
Gypsy Rose
Rose
Lee.
yeah. But
Well,
Blaze.
Well, I guess in all truth, apparently, when this was happening, when the husband, when they said there's a third one in there, he said, "Put it back."
Oh, really?
Seriously. Yeah, not kidding.
Well, that's weird.
I mean, it's not. It's they obviously not expecting 3. In fact, they were expecting none.
It's a nice, wonderful, loving comment.
Put it back, or else.
Didn't want any more children.
Put it back, or else she's probably going to eat it.
Oh my goodness!
Real fat.
Yeah, you see how fat she's big girl. Didn't know she had 3 people in it.
It's a big girl.
Here she is walking around stuffed with people. Had no idea.
I love that. Band.
People fat.
Yeah.
Stuff with people. He used to open up with people. Here, the babies look great.
The babies look very healthy. They're cute little kids.
Sure, she was feeding them 5 or 6 times a day. Of course.
A lot of nutrients.
It'd be nice if they put a picture of Mom in this.
Oh, they do.
They have one coming up.
There she is.
Ooh,
Surprised they're not named Popsicle, Cheeto, and Hidden Valley.
Josh is on fire.
You know
today.
what? We might want to.
Back off. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, Liam. I'm glad everybody's healthy. Okay. Now, we're joined by comedian Sid Davis. Sid, it's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Now, you are a married man. You've been married for many, many years, I know.
Yeah.
That's still going okay. Every time you come in, I'm waiting for the, I was out in the Caribbean and decided, it's over.
Yeah. Not me. I will come home sometime. I'm sure I'll find the note.
Oh.
I want to find a note that says I found somebody else you can keep the house, but I don't think that'll. No, but
Yeah, that
won't-
rarely happens.
No. But I don't want. I love my wife, and she's a good sport. She never, thank God, never listens to this show. But she finally heard the papusa.
Yeah.
Joke? Do you want to? Well, since some people in here have not heard that, would you like to explain it to young Jess?
I was on a guest on a TV show in Charlotte, and they had an international food critic who was talking about these foods, burritos and all this, and my mind was wandering.
These international foods, burritos.
Fajitas.
Yeah. Stuff you've never heard of. Yeah.
French fries.
My mind wanders, and then he starts talking about this food from El Salvador called pupusa. And the host blindsided me and said, "Sid, do you like pupusa?" And I said, "I only get it on my birthday."
It's a rock solid joke, kids.
Yeah.
That has got a lot going on there.
So
she heard the pupusa joke.
It's been 3 years, and somebody came up and said, "Oh, your husband's pupusa joke is funny." And she goes, "Do tell." And then now, I kind of fulfilled my own prophecy.
Nice tag.
Well, that's sad. Okay. You have a child at least? What do you,
I have
one,
two children.
Two. How are they doing? Do you mind if I ask?
They're grown. One's left the house, and then my daughter's. We finally. She thinks she's going to get married.
Okay.
So, that means so you'll be a so-called empty nester.
She brought home a guy I didn't even know, and I said, you got to. I told him about the daddy bar. I said, that's a barrier between him and impressing me and getting my daughter's hand in marriage. And I said, it's steadfast. And he said, sir, I'll be happy to pay your student loan debts off. And I said, that bar's been met. You come in here, you grab a beer, call me dad. I was like a car salesman. What can I do to get you to drive her off the lot today?
Sid, I'm sorry. Are your folks still alive?
My mom's 85.
Oh,
I call her every week.
Good for you.
And she called me. She called me from her retirement community. Remember Hurricane Irma was bearing down on Florida, and she was so scared. She goes, son, I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm too old to run. I'm going to stay right here and ride the hurricane out. And I was scared because Mom lives in Arizona.
Hello.
Yeah. And so it's happening now. All right.
All right. Okay. Well, we did have the great story this morning about the 103-year-old woman who parachuted out of an airplane.
Yeah.
I did this disturbing part. What the story was, it was her son's idea.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably 80. So.
Probably.
True.
Oh, well, anyway, she made it. Good for her.
I did it. That's what I did during the break. Is text Mom. Said, what do you think about parachuting? Go.
Yeah.
Go after it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now, Christy, you mentioned the Mormon folks have I don't know. Do they have a pope? What do they have in that religion?
I don't know what their top dog's called.
But
I could look it up.
I saw this over the weekend.
It's not a pope, though, I don't
There's
think.
been some kind of...
The Mormon Church issued a warning to their members saying coffee is prohibited, no matter how fancy the name. The new guidance also says vaping is banned and marijuana is outlawed unless prescribed by, quote-unquote, competent doctors.
Looks like they have a president.
A president?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
the article...
but apparently this was done because I guess... whatever frappuccinos or whatever the sort of Starbucks menu.
Well, where does that start? I mean, I guess there's caffeine in them, but they're more or less milkshakes, right?
The article says it aims to clear up issues, Chick, that could be confusing for the younger people in the religion sect of rules about which foods and drinks are allowed, which are to be avoided.
By the way, very short lines at Salt Lake City Starbucks drive-thru.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Go right through. General rule.
Rules prohibit alcohol, tobacco, illegal drugs, coffee, and tea.
Okay.
What a drag.
Sell a lot of cake pops.
Sorry, I'm out.
I violated all three of those this morning.
Yeah.
Cake pops and protein boxes are okay, though.
Yeah, I guess you could eat there.
Isn't chocolate full of caffeine?
It is.
Yeah. Well, you can get the white cake pop with the pink icing and the sprinkles on top.
Yeah, but what if one of the sprinkles
Really?
is chocolate?
Fairy?
So if you go to hell, do you go to hell for eating the cake pop if one of the sprinkles is chocolate?
I don't think so.
Does anyone
think
take
they
this
let them eat
seriously?
chocolate. Don't they eat them?
Let's just say, let's be honest. This is ridiculous.
Does the president let them eat chocolate?
It's got caffeine in it.
Mormon president?
No, this is ridiculous.
No chocolate cake?
None of you.
No chocolate cake, Josh?
None of you are going to take a stand on this.
Not really.
They're whatever.
Yeah, they're
they
happy
wanna
if
believe.
they're happy practicing.
I mean, the Jewish faith has a lot of rules about their food.
Sure, the Catholic faith has rules about their food.
And they're all
wrong,
equally ridiculous.
And they all
That is
break
your
the
opinion.
rules. They all break the rules, too. Right.
You think there's a God up there going, well, he lived a good life. Spent
Did
his
a lot
whole
for
life
charity.
helping other stuff and had a cup of coffee. Hell for this guy. I doubt it.
I don't think that's the idea.
No, I don't think that's.
Look, it's
Oh, no, be a man. Take a stand. Grow up.
I'm indifferent.
I'm not indifferent. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
My stand is
if you believe this, you're a moron.
Live and let live.
If you believe drinking coffee is going to send you to hell, you're truly an idiot. You may want to re-examine your values.
Tom,
You're truly an idiot.
you are insulting so many people
Well,
right now.
maybe it's about time we changed.
I think they're fine. It's not hurting you at all. As you said,
I went to
the lines
safe-
are shorter.
I didn't know there was coffee in the drink. Am I going to go to hell?
You don't have to worry about it.
You've had how many caffeine cups of sin have you had this
Well,
morning?
see, fortunately, after I heard this story, I switched to the the caffeine-free Coke. Come on, really?
It's not bothering you.
No, it's bothering me.
No, it is bothering.
Time out. How many Mormon people do you hang out with anyway?
Well, there's a couple I enjoy their company.
Over the
You
weekend,
know,
did you sup with the Romneys?
You know Ryan Hamilton. That's the only Mormon you know.
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
He's really nice. I'm trying to get him to go to Starbucks with me and down some coffee.
Why would you do that to
You
him?
want him to sin in the church, don't you?
Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I guess
You know what? Ryan Hamilton's one of the happiest, most positive.
having a
He
ball.
is.
Yeah, loves life.
He
There might be
does
something behind all
love
this.
life. Yes.
There we go.
Maybe we should all
Smile
give
all
up
the time.
caffeine.
Imagine how happy you'd be with a good latte.
Well, that's a fair point, too.
Cappuccino.
Yeah.
Can you do the decaf, or does that still have enough caffeine to send you to hell?
Good question.
I don't know.
Have to get a hold
There's
of
that great Rowan Atkinson. He does a one-man show, and he dresses the devil, and he comes out and he's addressing these people. He goes, I've got good news for everyone. The correct religion is Mormon. That's right, Mormon. Everyone else, you can stay, but Mormons, you can leave. Yeah.
Apparently, the rumor is that the Mormon ladies are pretty round-heeled, if you will.
Is that right?
What?
Well, we used to be on in Salt Lake
I've
City.
never heard that.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm going to get in trouble for mentioning the temperature here.
Yeah.
And he's just insulted an entire religion.
Well, folks, you can't have any tea or coffee, but hump away. That's, is that what they say?
Or a fappuccino, which is...
What's
That's
that?
what we were leading to. The fappuccino.
What's a fappuccino? I don't
Well,
get
fap
it.
is the sound that. Never mind.
Sound body part makes. Hey, he said, changing the topic. Say I want to go online right now
Yeah?
and shop on Amazon and forget about my troubles.
How about you get an 82-pound aged cheese wheel?
Wow.
82 pounds of cheese, Josh.
It can be yours for $1,200.
No, thanks.
I bet it's that awful cheese. It's
God,
really.
how old is it? 82
Shipping's
pounds?
free.
82 pounds.
I said shipping.
I know.
Yeah.
Is that Prime? Do I get it tomorrow?
The other
was John Mayer.
Well, that's going to happen anyway.
The other one may take a little longer than normal. If you eat 82 pounds of cheese, you may be.
Man, how bad would that
Don't
be?
bother buying any toilet paper for a month.
Die the Elvis death.
Yeah, you're going to be crammed up there.
Oh man.
What
else can you
Jess?
get?
Oh, you can get a pet urine detector. It's a UV flashlight, and you can hold it around your house.
Oh, I have a pet urine detector. It's called my nose.
Or my socks when I step in it.
Or the bed.
No, actually, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That's a great
Is
idea.
it a flashlight?
It is. It looks like a flashlight, and it's an LED light. And yeah.
Wow.
You're going to order one, aren't you?
I am. I didn't know that.
Do you need one?
I may have seen, I think we also, the funniest thing for dogs I've ever seen. It is, how do I describe it? It looks like a dog bowl. It's raised up off the ground.
Those are the best way to feed your dogs, evidently.
Yeah, I
no,
do
but this
that.
isn't a dog bowl. It's a provider of tennis balls for your dog.
Oh.
And you put the tennis balls in there,
Yep.
and it shoots them out. It shoots the ball out. Your dog goes and gets it, brings it back, puts it in the...
The dog can...
The dog does it itself.
Does it all by
Puts
itself.
the ball in and it throws it for the dog again. And the dog in the video is losing his mind.
That's awesome.
Trying to decide, do I put it back in? If I put it back in?
Keep it, yeah.
Finally puts it back in, it throws it out again. I don't believe it. It threw it again.
It's amazing.
Then he goes and gets it and brings it back. It's hilarious.
That is available
Can
on
you get
Amazon.
that on Amazon?
Yes, you
I
can.
bet you can get it on Amazon. Yeah, but you can also get pet coffins on Amazon.
Hey, Pat, tell us about your date this week.
Well, when we come back, we have
Well, I've got to look this up.
that you can buy on Amazon.
What's the name of that documentary, Josh, about pets?
Just put your headphones on. You
Okay.
can you hear this?
Yep.
Ready? Here we go.
There's nothing funny down that road.
Oh, you can. Well, this
Man.
is a ripoff. A snake coffin is just a paper towel tube.
It comes in 4 colors.
There's nothing funny down that road.
Wow.
Oh, we
Isn't
have a
there-
biodegradable pet grave pod.
Oh, my
Yep.
gosh.
Paw Pod's pet casket.
you happy now?
Does it have a little paw print, a kitty print, or a dog print on the side of the coffee?
Well, Fluffy was alive till I drank this cup of coffee, and then God struck him
Well, if
down.
you think about it, where would you go to get one? A lot of people bury their pets in their
There's
backyard.
a great documentary that Josh has told me about.
It's called Gates of Heaven.
I haven't seen it yet. It's about the high-priced and pet cemetery, pet services, pet funeral home. Yeah.
Well, we had that story about the pet.
Let's see, your
cemetery
micro size fits hermit crabs, mice, dwarf hamsters, that kind of thing. Your mini, smaller birds, smaller lizards, rats.
There's nothing funny down that road.
Well, of course, you've got your medium for small dogs, cats, and larger rabbits.
My rat died. I need a
And large is for, your Dobermans, your Rottweilers, your...
You done? At least they're going to forget about my rant about the idiocy of drinking coffee, sending you to hell.
This is unbelievable.
Coming up, Larry King will be our guest, and we'll continue
What about
to drill
pet
deep.
headstones? I bet they have those too.
Oh, I bet they do.
Oh, big business.
That's a growth industry.
More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up on a Monday morning. If you don't know what Tom Speak is, you'll want to come back for the next segment. Tom Speak is next. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom Studios. What's Tom Speak? Well, Tom says something and means something else. Let's get the latest on that. Some Tom Speak here on a Monday morning, here on the Bob and Tom Show.
Ladies in the room would include Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Getting ready to drill deep. It's Jess Hooker. Jess, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much. I had a nice birthday. It was very, very cool.
The kids make you dinner?
No. Went to the park. Got my bike fixed. Let's see what else.
Do you call a birthday cake a birthday cake?
What do you mean?
Well, there are some things that you don't use the proper
of course.
words.
The kids made me a birthday cake a few days ago. That was our big adventure on Saturday. The cake lady came over.
You never did tell us what it was shaped like.
It was just a
Well, the
two-tiered
theme
cake
was.
with my name on it, and little critters, and
Shark
created
and-
out of
yeah.
critters
fondant.
We saw. You didn't see the picture?
Yeah, I'll show you the picture. It was very nice. You had a nice birthday. Thank you very much.
Good.
I tend to stumble over my words sometimes. Can't remember what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to say is welcome to the Napa Auto Parts Studios.
Yes.
This is the Bob and Tom program. Happy to be here. Well, let's move on here now. It's time to dig deep. What's our topic today?
We're going to do Tom Speak. I got on Twitter and Instagram, and I asked people what they wanted me to dig deep into, and they wanted me to talk about all the wild things Tom says.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes you, in the heat of battle...
He makes up stuff.
In the heat of battle, you have to kind of dance around something. You can't remember a specific word. Like you're trying to say cat, and you think of, the pointy-eared furry thing. That's
a good example.
So are you going to give
exactly
us
like something.
examples of Tom Speak, and we'll tell you what we'll translate it, or how do
Yeah,
you?
or you could guess. Yeah, or we
Okay.
could go through it.
All right.
It's possible that Tom had a fun hut at his birthday party this weekend.
I'm going to
I know
guess
what that
he
is.
meant a bouncy house.
He did. He meant a bounce house.
He calls it the fun hut.
Well, I do own.
A fun hut?
I went out
You
and bought
own
one.
your own fun hut.
They're not very expensive. I got a really nice one.
See, and this also adds to it. He sees nothing wrong with using a new term for words
I'm
that
sure
are
at the-
widely accepted.
I couldn't think of it bouncy house, but
Right.
and they're not all houses. Sometimes they have
Right.
different
Some of them are castles.
configurations.
Yeah, different things.
Sure.
The one I have is kind of a castle. Now that I think about it, it's on my front lawn right now.
Oh, I bet your neighbors love that.
Oh, it's not. It's not. I mean, it's on. It's not. The fan gizmo isn't hooked up because it only works when you flip the switch on the.
Oh, so it's laying
So it's a fun carpet. It's a bouncy carpet.
It's laying there deflated,
It's all
sadly
sad.
laying on killing your grass.
Sad looking.
I'll move it this afternoon, but
sure.
Okay.
But yeah, you
All
just
right.
flip
Fun
the
hut.
switch. Fun hut.
Yeah, what about maybe the girls were riding their sit-down tricycles over the weekend?
I don't know that one.
Well,
is that a big wheel?
It's a big wheel.
Okay, yeah.
Sit down, tricycle.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're of a certain age, this is one of the funniest things I think Gallagher ever did when Gallagher rode out on the giant big wheel, because those didn't come around until those emerged in a certain era,
And they were fun.
and you kind of missed out on those.
But
then-
you sit down on a regular tricycle.
Right, you
I
don't
meant- but
stand up.
they're more recumbent. If
Yes,
you want to
they
be
are.
more
They are,
precise.
You're closer to the ground, certainly.
Yeah, and there's no gears. It's just direct drive with your
You don't have gears on a tricycle either. Lots of checks.
The good ones you do.
Your 10-speed tricycles.
Those are good tricycles.
Teach them early, Tommy.
I was at the bike store yesterday. There are now, there's sort of two conflicting things. You can get the no gear bikes if you're a hipster.
Have you ridden on a no-gear bike, a cruiser bike? With what they call
not
them?
uphill.
There's a reason. There's a reason they came up with the gear.
Yes.
Yeah, but there are some now that they have 35. Wow, it's like too many flavors of ice cream to choose from. I'm sorry. What else? What other words have I not used correctly?
I'm just going to read a couple of my favorites personally. A beautiful marionette.
What's that?
Is a puppet.
Sure.
There's a distinction. I'll defend myself on this.
No, do the one that I.
A marionette hangs from strings.
Right.
Daniel Day-Lewis movie.
There's one she pointed out that I thought I was going to pass out. I was laughing so hard.
We were at lunch the other day, and we just pulled it up on the website. All the Tom Speak is available at bobandtom.com. And I said, Tom uses the term aggressively naked when he's talking about indecent exposure.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, that's
it's
perfect.
dead on.
Yeah.
He's aggressively
I mean,
naked.
there's one thing on stumbling upon someone in the shower, or
Yes.
walking down the street, and a man jumps out aggressively naked.
Look at this, baby!
Yeah, that's,
Here I come, baby!
that would be actionable.
Yeah.
As they say. Okay.
What about a bathrobe with a special belt?
a robe?
What's that? A robe?
Oh, yeah. No.
A bathrobe?
A karate gi.
In other words, yes. Yes. The karate outfit has a colored belt signifying your level of expertise.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right,
So,
right.
But you're not wearing a bathrobe.
I couldn't think of the word karate gi. Because gi is also clarified butter. So
Right, that's true. What
Is
about...
it spelled the same way, by the way?
No, it's G-I. Yeah.
Gi is G-I?
That should be a good crossword puzzle word for you.
Yeah.
Or is that
Yeah.
Both should be, yeah. G-H-E-E-N-G-I.
Yeah. What about a ninja frisbee?
What's that?
It's a throwing star.
The throwing stars they use.
Ninja frisbee, much. I think it's much more to the point. Very helpful for people.
Hey, our son is taking karate lessons.
Yeah, he's throwing those,
ninja frisbees.
Oh, really?
Jimmy's throwing the ninja frisbees.
Did you get him one of those bathrobes with a special belt?
Well, he hopes to. One of these weeks.
To get the
He
special
doesn't want to be
bathrobe.
aggressively naked. He needs a robe.
I remember when he was still in his sit-down tricycle.
Yeah, wasn't that long ago that he was just playing in the fun. Yep.
Oh, God. All right, what about a fart bag?
That's a whoopee cushion.
It's a whoopee
It's a
cushion.
whoopee cushion. I remember that one.
See, whoopee cushion
We went
is...
through a phase like 10 years ago, or 15 on the show where we all had whoopee cushions. We would not stop.
You had one of those fart bags.
Fart bag, much more accurate description. Whoopee cushion.
Why did he use such a fart bag?
Now, here's a trivia fact about whoopee cushions. Do you know that
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg gets her name from the whoopee cushion?
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Whoopi Goldberg that's not her real name.
No, it's like Karen something.
Yeah, and she was Goldberg was a family she was working for, and it's that and whoopee cushion, which I think
Makes sense.
I think she.
They both stopped being funny after 30 seconds.
Oh, that's very fun.
That's
so fun.
rough.
Aggressively
Rough.
naked? But no, that's not right at all. No.
What about a water fluffer?
What is that?
That's a hooker in a hot tub.
No, it's a jacuzzi.
A water fluffer?
That makes the water.
Makes the water fluffy.
Yeah, jacuzzi is a brand name. I couldn't remember what it was.
This is
I don't
terrific.
remember that one.
Makes the water fluffy for the girls. You know, you put. The
We've had a strong defense for every one of these, by the way.
Oh, he's totally. Everything is
He's not going down.
Everything.
absolutely.
No, the problem is when you're talking about stuff like this, and you just forget words.
Tom, I don't think.
I get it. Yeah, no, I
forget.
do. I think
forget
everybody
words.
does it.
You forget words all the time. You go,
All
you
the
know, the
time.
thing with the chain and the two wheels and the
Right.
seat.
Yeah.
And
It happens.
Yeah.
You talk for a living. I mean, if you drive a car, if you drive a truck, for the odds of you getting in a wreck if you're a driver, are much higher than if you're. So,
What about a statue with pants?
A statue with pants?
a mannequin?
A mannequin.
I think the term mannequin is sexist.
Once again, these are words that he's used, all used phrases many
Again,
times.
I remember using that. I could not think of the word mannequin. Those statues that have pants on them.
Yeah.
This one might be easy. A space sword.
Lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Again, I couldn't remember because I don't live at those movies. And of the Star Wars movies, 2 of them are worth watching.
Okay, a sandpaper stick.
Emery board.
An emery
I know
board.
that one. He still uses that off the air.
Off the air.
Off the air. Do you
I've
have one
heard
of
him.
those sandpaper sticks,
Do you
Christy?
have any sandpaper sticks?
Well, as a matter of fact, I keep some over here now.
Yep.
They are a sandpaper stick.
It is a sandpaper stick.
Look, I bought some, and they're the Revlon
Sandpaper stick.
No, it's got some French word, l'image de qualité or something.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Look at that.
We used to use these in shop class with Mr. Waddell. He'd have these sandpaper sticks.
Woody Waddell?
Yeah. Great artist and fine man.
Of course he was. He just didn't have a shop teacher, Josh. He was an artist.
You don't use a sandpaper stick on your face, do you?
He wasn't also the gym coach.
He wore a beret.
He won the gold in
raspberry
Mexico
beret?
City.
We'll have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up next hour, including comedian Bill Burr and Ahmed Weinberg. But next, an entire segment of scatting on a Monday morning. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Business taxes. We're stressing about all the time and all the money you spent on your taxes.
This is my bill?
Now Business Taxes is a TurboTax small business expert who does your taxes for you and offers year-round advice at no additional cost, so you can keep more money in your business. Now this is taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com/business. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Welcome back. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. Of course, the staff is out on Christmas break. They'll be back on Tuesday, January 3rd of 2023. Right now, an entire segment of scatting on a Monday morning here on the Bob and Tom Show.
We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. Duke Tomato and the Power Trio, the house band. Let's take attendance here. We'll start with the lovely ladies. Christy Lee.
Hi. Tom.
Thank you. Jessica Alsman.
Howdy.
Is this like Western music and I don't get it? Howdy.
Oh, I liked it. It was nice.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good to see you, Jess.
Hello.
You look very nice, Jessica.
Thank you.
But that's not really a cowboy outfit. It looked like
I'm not a
it's more of a.
Why would you
Sorry.
like
Just
cowboy?
she said howdy. She was being,
Ahoy.
Lord.
folksy.
Okay,
Good morning.
Josh.
Hey, feeling horny.
That's how you greet.
This is how I show it too.
Scat.
Yeah, I'm feeling horny.
Sadly,
Scat, Josh. Scat. Go, baby, go.
Rap-a-doo, rip-a-da, rip-a-sis-cow. Rimbow, rip-a-doo, dom-ba-dee. Rap-a-dee-low, zap-a-dong-ba-dee. Yip, yip, rap-a-dip, rap-a-doo.
best lyrics you've ever written. So that's how the first thing you say is, "I'm feeling horny."
Yeah,
horny. Sadly, it's to your.
bet she loves
Sadly,
that.
it's to his Boston Terrier.
Mark!
Those are real tears. I'm sorry, we're doing the introductions. Excuse me. Let's see, where was I? Oh, Chick McGee across the way at the OrangeInsoles.com sports desk.
Hi.
Hello, Chick. Did I mention Ace Cosby, our engineer?
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. A lot of history.
Not like
of-
the
Ships at
sailor
sea.
outfit, Ace.
Maybe he's saying hello because I'm at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great segue. Lucky for you, Ace. This is Tom speaking. Pat Godwin.
Aloha.
Aloha. Oh, wow.
Are you leaving?
So's John.
All right, don't try.
Ask Pat Godwin what the best pawn shop is in Honolulu.
Aloha.
Aloha pawn.
Gets off the boat, pawns something, gets enough for lunch.
Or that.
Let's move forward. Have you ever been to Hawaii?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot.
A lot. He has a place there.
Cruise ships.
Yeah.
For 3 years, yeah. Every couple
What
weeks.
do you think is the best pawn shop in Hawaii is? Something like,
Go ahead.
I want a backy. you
I want a Becky.
Yeah, I want a backy.
Come on, I want to see note.
That's right.
Okay. Duke Tomato and the Power Trio, the house band today. And I should remind you that Duke will be at the Redstone Room. And that's in Davenport, Iowa, coming up this Friday for some great live music. If the band is still together, I think today's show may be the last straw.
Well, I might be taking a road trip to Davenport and doing a little scatting with the band.
What would that sound like?
What would it sound like? Can you imagine people putting their drinks down, slowly standing and leaving?
I can, yes.
And you just get more enthusiastic. Yeah!
Hey, where you going?
Scooby Bop and Okay, Pat, can you...
Wait a minute. What was that pathetic thing they just did?
Scooby Bop and Doopa
I thought it was a good. I thought it was good.
He sounds like he's hit his head when he scats.
My name is Josh, and I am here in the bar. If you leave again, I'll go piss on your car. A little hostile.
It's a little hostile.
Okay, I'm sorry. Pat, can you scat in Hawaiian?
Scat in Hawaii.
What? You're the one that just said.
What?
I said, have you ever been to Hawaii? Have you ever been to Hawaii? You go all the time.
Well, from the hotel to the ship. That's
Scatting in Hawaiian goes a little something like this. Makalako huka haka hiba.
That's how you do it.
Alua wapakua rapatoy in the car.
Oh, now it's a duet.
The spam is real famous here.
Where's everybody going? Check on the cool.
This is idiotic.
Yeah, is anyone still listening?
Okay. Seriously, the intro's almost up against the next break.
I know.
We have to let it go the whole time.
Yeah, we're too close now.
We can do it.
It's too close.
Now, I remember the one day. There was one day where we did sports for the entire show.
Yeah.
Never got to any news. So what you're saying is, if
No,
we
he's saying the intro to the segment is so long.
I said what I wanted to say.
Go into the next
Don't
segment.
repeat it.
so we could actually not do anything this break,
Right.
Except the
except for
introduction.
scat.
Yes, and the introduction.
Okay, Jessica, can you scat for us?
What are you, a Martian?
Hang on a second. Wait. Slow down.
What's that?
Sounded like the first robot.
We got to work on this speech setter. I don't know what's going on there.
Tempo, slower down.
Oh, I have no rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, let Tom show you how to do it.
That's too slow.
That's a drowning robot right there.
I'm sorry.
He's still directing, and he has no idea what he's doing.
Josh, show how. Look, Josh is on beat. Watch this. Go ahead.
Okay, here, just repeat after me.
Okay.
Rippa-doo-da, rippa-dee-day.
Rip-a-doo-da, dippity-day.
Ra-ta-ta, rippa-da's drippin'-dong-day.
Rip-a-da-da-drippin'-da-ba-doo-dee-da-day.
No, that was dripping dung. I think it was somewhere.
You're very good, Josh. You're very good.
No, you did well.
You got the scat and the
Not
jips
easy.
and everything.
That's it.
What?
That's the end of the lesson.
4 more minutes.
4 more minutes.
No, actually,
like
we only have
two.
1 more minute.
2 or 3 more
Josh,
minutes.
can you scat in German?
Now wait a second, Duke, can you scat to this one?
I don't think I have anything comparable to the quality of stuff.
Now, James, you'll notice.
Ask Joe.
James
ask
is-
Joe.
Oh, I have not once referenced James by his nickname.
He's shaking his head. He does not want to talk to you.
They want to leave so badly.
Is there anyone else I can make feel uncomfortable? I haven't gotten everyone.
Joe Maddox on the drums. Joe, can you play and sing at the same time?
I think my mic is having technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, Tom. Scat.
Well, just repeat after me. Zippa boppa doopa boppa zippa la lay.
Nobody's going to do that.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll repeat after you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Clear his throat.
Hang on 1 second.
He's blowing his nose. What's going on?
Are you okay?
He's just getting.
You know what's green and sings? Frank Sinatra.
Bazooka Joe.
Zippa doppa doopa doppa shinga hawi.
Zippa doppa doopa doppa shinga hawi.
This is a song with Josh and me.
This is a song with Tom and me.
Oh, very good that you picked up on that.
Yeah, because Josh is stupid. And he can say exactly what I told him.
And now in German.
Okay.
No.
Sieg Heil Wischenbachen.
Okay. Well, we made it. We'll be
We
right
did
back.
it. We'll be back.
Nobody can scat like a German.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they really scattered up.
Berlin,
All right.
We made it.
So,
We
in
did
other
it.
words, this entire break, we've never actually gotten to the meat of the show.
Why do you feel like you have to repeat everything that's going on?
Christy, give us the teaser.
Well, we still have poop photos for science. We have our senior citizens playground. And we have... We talk about dogs on the show a lot, and I think we give cats kind of a...
Okay, Marguerite, take a little peek. I
We
think
have
mine
the
depends.
top
if
cat
she's running a
names. Why bother? Why bother? And we have a great white shark in
There's
news.
the
All
larger
coming up.
question. Why?
Why?
That's exactly right.
Okay. Coming up, we have...
I just said what was going on.
We lost Christy.
Also coming up...
I don't think Christy's ever had a breakdown. I've had many. This is exciting.
As mad as I've ever heard her.
We'll be right back. Stay there.
Top 10 cat names coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up for you next. Comedian Ahmed Weinberg will be in studio. Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
On the first day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
some credit cards I stowed from Randy.
On the second day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
a pair of nunchucks and some credit cards I stowed from Randy.
On the third day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
3 naked lady pants, a pair of nunchucks, and some credit cards I stowed from Randy. I swear to God I did.
On the fourth day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
4 calling cards, 3 naked lady pens, a pair of nunchucks, and some credit cards I stole from Randy.
On the fifth day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
fried Funyun rings. And I love Funyuns. I swear to God I do. Let's do that one again.
On the fifth day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
fried Funyun rings. 4 calling cards, 3 naked lady. Man, this song's gonna take forever. I swear to God it is. I mean, it repeats itself more than one of them stadium beer vendors. How about we fast forward to 12 days and get this thing over with anyways? I swear to God we should.
But Donnie, it's called the 12 Days of Christmas. Get it? 12 days? You can't just skip ahead.
Shut up, Randy. I mean, if Def Leppard can do Rock of Ages in 4 minutes, then why can't we cut this one down? And why can't we skip ahead, Randy? Hell, everybody knows you sure did. You started working day shift without ever paying your dues on nights. I looked it up.
Donnie!
Hell, Dishman told me in private you weren't even qualified, but because you had a degree and declared yourself a queer, he buckled. I swear to God he did. He said every company has to have one. Something about state law. You can ask Jamie Barnes or Ricky Chitwood, because they were there on Pervert Row when he told us about it. And I know he wasn't drunk, because that was the same night I got to raise. Now, what day were we on?
On the 12th day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me
12 pack of tall boys, 11 strippers stripping, 10 buddies belching, 9 more strippers dancing, 8 whores a milking, 7 anal pornos, 6 pints of Jaeger, fried Funyun rings, 4 calling cards, 3 naked lady pens, a pair of nunchucks, and some credit cards I stole from Randy. I said right to his face.
And some credit cards he stole from Randy. On the 12th day of Christmas, Donnie Baker gave to me a 12-pack of tall boys, 11 strippers stripping, 10 buddies belching, 9 more strippers dancing, 8 whores a milking, 7 anal pornos, 6 pints of Jaeger, fried Funyun rings, 4 calling cards, 3 naked lady pens, a pair of nunchucks, and some credit cards he stole from Randy.
Donnie, I can't believe you stole my credit cards.
Whatever, man. It's the spirit of giving. You know, peace on earth, goodwill to men, and stop being a dick, Randy.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom Studios. Time now for the Jewish Muslim Catholic comedian. Here he is, Ahmed Weinberg, on the Bob and Tom Show.
During the break, at the very last second, we had someone enter the room. Mm-hmm. And can you give me the correct pronunciation, please?
Wait, I want to hear you try it.
I'm going to go with Ahmed Weinberg.
That's really good.
Is that correct?
Yeah, congrats.
So it's not just Ahmed or Ahmed or Muhammad. It's Ahmed.
Yeah,
so you lost an M in the beginning.
Do you know Diego Schwartzman?
No.
He's a tennis player. I thought you guys with weird names.
So, I mean, obviously, the question just jumps right out at you. Yeah. Typically...
what brand of Christian am I?
I'd say that'd be out.
Yeah. That isn't an option here, is it?
Yeah. No.
You know, it's like meeting someone named...
What kind of wasp am I?
It's like meeting someone named Saul Hitler.
Yeah, that would be...
I'm just trying to...
Didn't we have a meeting, cut down on Hitler? Didn't we have that meeting?
Sorry, I'm just saying.
I keep thinking Hitler was his first name. Do you ever think that? Because he always goes by Hitler. He's like a one name
he's like
person.
a Cher now.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, so seriously, what is that? This is your real name?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
It would be a weird stage name to choose.
There was a guy named.
Mohammed
Wait a minute. Help me with this, Dean. We had a guy named Stevie Ray Fromson. Is that right? Or
Fromstein.
Stevie Ray Fromstein.
Yeah.
Came then, and that was a stage name. However,
he liked Stevie Ray Vaughan. Yeah.
Yeah. But
was Fromstein even a real last name for him?
I don't know.
Weird.
But so your actual name is Ahmed Weinberg.
Yeah, because my mom was actually raised Irish Catholic, and she was one of 10 children, and she ended up converting to Islam.
Right.
As you do. And then my dad was raised Jewish and converted to Islam, so that's how they met. They were just the white people at the mosque.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you do any of those standard jokes like I'm half Irish and half?
When I started,
because I love those, by the way. I know they're super hacky.
No,
but I love those jokes where they combine their ethnicities, and it's always in some pejorative. Yeah. So I'm a drunken terrorist.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I do this bit, though, about if I was the hackiest version of myself, what I would be.
I love that.
I'd be like, I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. I walk into a crowded plaza with my mother strapped to my chest.
Okay, so that is my new favorite joke.
Hang on a second. I can't believe I'm saying this. That's a great joke.
Do not sell yourself short.
Can I tag it?
Oh, yeah.
I walk into a crowded plaza with my mother strapped to my chest. I say, don't move or she'll go off. See, if I went full hack, I'm good at writing those jokes. I can
see, and I'm a great audience for hacky stuff. I wanted to do this as a challenge. Josh and I have talked about this. Get some of our really great comedian friends and come up with cards with there's 10 really hacky premises, difference between dogs and cats, L.A., New York, and then make them. Reinvent them live on stage. So as they walk up, you'd hand them 4 cards and go, good luck.
Yeah.
And I love that stuff.
So like hacky improv?
Yeah, but just kind of, you can make that funny again.
Of course.
I mean, Ahmed just made that very, very funny. Very original, too. Can I ask you a real quick question?
Yeah, please.
Since I literally haven't even shook your hand, shaking your hand, I didn't meet you when you came in.
He has both his hands.
Yeah, I know. What do your friends call you? Seriously, do you have a nickname or
no?
They call you Ahmed.
Ahmed, yeah.
Did you ever want to shorten it when you were a kid? Did you want to call me
Med?
Med.
Ham. I mean, there's just nobody else is named Ahmed, so there's no nickname in place.
Why did she choose that?
Well, my parents had a guru, so my parents were like hippies. Basically,
they're complicated.
This is
people.
Getting better.
One's Jewish, one's Catholic. They both became Muslim.
My mom lived with Native Americans for a while, and then
oh, for the love of God!
So wait a second.
For which God?
Yeah,
which God is it for the love of?
Small G.
This is complicated.
And my grandfather's actually a Buddhist. But anyway,
here we go.
My parents. Wait, what was your question?
About your name, where it came from.
Right. So my parents, they were hippies. My mom lived with Native Americans, and then this guru is a Sufi Muslim, which Sufism is like a mystical branch of Islam, and he was from Sri Lanka. So their guru's from Sri Lanka. So Ahmed is a Sri Lankan version of Muhammad, and it's like it only exists there. It's a Tamil origin. So.
I'm out.
As if it wasn't hard enough being
so
a white dude named Muhammad with red hair. They had to go Ahmed.
This is super complicated.
Well, just don't say anything that's going to get us fat wad.
If you type Ahmed in your phone, it autocorrects to ashamed. So that's.
Do you have?
Is that
that's
right?
true. That's
I bet it is.
And on dating apps too, women are like, "Hey, I just want you to know that I typed in Ahmed and it said ashamed." And I'm like, "That's a great way to start. That's a good spot."
So you're single then?
I am, yeah.
You don't have any kids?
No.
If you had any, what would you name them? Have you thought about that?
John.
Yeah, something so simple.
That was the punchline I was going for.
I'd name them Christmas tree, Christ. I don't know.
Jesus loving.
Jesus loving.
Wow. Okay. Well, Ahmed Weinberg is our guest, and we'll find out more in a few minutes. But I was very curious. It's a rather unusual background.
Sorry to confuse you.
No,
it wasn't a
okay.
simple answer.
No, it's cool.
Where are your folks still together? Still alive? Where are we?
They're still together. They got married on September 11th.
All right.
I'm not kidding. But they didn't know. It was 1988. It wasn't.
No, of course you don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
you
the
can't live your
fortune
life.
tellers. Add that in.
Oh my God.
Do they live in the United States?
They live in Philly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is getting more and more complicated.
Do they have jobs?
Yes.
That's an interesting question.
My dad's a terrorist and my mom's a banker.
No.
You gotta get up. You gotta load the van. You gotta.
I just don't. What do hippies become? I don't know.
Teachers usually.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, I was saying how much I enjoy the somewhat hacky premise when a comedian will give their ethnic background of the parents, and then they'll say, "Therefore, I am a," and then they'll take two, usually stereotypical often pejorative, often insulting characteristics associated with that ethnicity, and turn it into to some joyful laughter. Is that suitable to?
Sure, yeah, it feeds into your xenophobia, of course.
Which is fine. It doesn't need much feeding, really.
No.
It's very healthy right now. So, Ahmed, do you mind if I ask you to do a couple more hacky jokes?
Yeah,
I really enjoy them seriously.
And I love these jokes. So these are I'm half Jewish, half Muslim jokes. Okay, I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. My nickname in high school was Osama Bargain Bin Laden. Thank you. I'm half Jewish, half Muslim. I'm on Schindler's no-fly list. Thank you.
If you don't like that joke, something's wrong with you.
Thank you. I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. That's right. I'll hijack a plane, then I'll sell it. I have 500 of these. I support ISIS, but I write it off.
Sure.
I pray east towards Wall Street. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll be here all weekend. I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. I'm a comedian and I'm bombing.
Thank you.
I'll be here. Just.
Well, he can't breathe.
I'm in the small room at Helium.
Oh, these are funny. Come on.
Yes.
God. My lawyer's name is Ramadanovich. I was just on a road trip with my friend, and we were like, God, what if I had come up with my name? Like, what if it was a stage name? Ahmed Weinberg, and I was just a normal guy, and I had invented this. What are the worst jokes I could write? And we were just driving. We just came up with all of these, and they're so fun to write. Wow. The worse they are, the better they are. You can be like, I was circumcised by a genie, and it's like, that's funny.
Just getting ridiculous.
I don't care who you are.
Those are so original. God, I love those. Wow. Ahmed Weinberg is our guest. And I'm surprised. I asked you before if do your friends call you by your full name.
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have been like Hammy or Ahi or
Ahi? Like the tuna?
Yeah, Hammy. Ahmed is A-H-A-M-E-D.
But it's not like Ahmed is all that cumbersome. It's Ahmed.
It's just weird. Nobody's
and I
named
think
Ahmed.
Hammy would be a problem in the Jewish faith. Hammy.
That's ridiculous.
Do people of the Muslim faith eat ham, by the way?
No.
Okay, sorry.
No.
I need to do more studying.
Yeah, my nickname can't be Ham.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I'm a big Easter fan, so I'm big on the ham, frankly.
Okay.
So Easter means ham to you. That's
you can have ham anytime, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Just like you can have turkey anytime. You don't have to wait till Thanksgiving.
Isn't it? You ever gone to somebody's house and like, yeah, we're making a turkey and it's July? Aren't you like, what a bunch of weirdos?
Yes.
I don't like any of you.
Yeah, I'd like to do a test turkey in October.
Sure, of course.
Just to get ready.
All right, it's close enough.
Okay.
See, these are amazing holidays where you eat food. But like growing up Muslim, our holiday was you don't eat food.
Yeah, it was all fasting, right?
Yeah, that's Ramadan is a month of you don't eat between sunrise and sunset. And I was the only Muslim in my school, so I was always starving, and they didn't know what to do with me. There was no protocol for Islam. It's like there never is. There's no like church in the. There's no mosque in the airport. Like it's always just like you're on your own. So I would go to the cafeteria and just watch my friends eat.
Sit with the wrestling team.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby's been puking all day. Got to make weight. Spit some more into a cup, Bobby. I'll watch you do nothing. Sorry. So we were also talking about something. You're allowed to eat pasta, I guess, right?
Yeah. My parents were vegetarians too. It's a grab bag of.
Do you eat meat?
No, I've never. I'm actually vegan now, but I grew up vegetarian.
Have you eaten meat?
I have, yeah. That was part of my rebellion in high school was eating chicken.
Oh, okay. Oh. Wow.
When kids would, sneak off and smoke pot, I was like eating some chicken McNuggets.
They're good, aren't they?
Behind the bleachers.
But we have...
Motley Crue never sang about that, did
they?
Nuggets in the boys' room. Yes, indeed.
It did feel like drugs. It felt like I would have to cover it up in my breath.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Like use mouthwash so my parents wouldn't smell the chicken I had been eating. But I worked at a Mexican restaurant. And there was such good food there that I just couldn't resist. I was just,
Yeah.
Wow. Is there such a thing as I guess there would be a Mexican vegan. You live in L.A.?
I live in L.A. now,
So
which is just
there's probably some Mexican-based vegan restaurants. I would
Oh
imagine.
yeah. LA is just a poodle of a city. It's just everything's so precious and anything you want. If like whatever your dietary restrictions are, whatever religion you are, whatever thing you are, if you're gluten-free agnostic, there's a place for you.
Yeah, but just don't use a straw or they'll shoot you. Yeah. Well, speaking of straws, I'm reading more about these pasta straws.
Oh, yes. pasta straws.
Are you going to buy some, Christy?
Well, the ones that we were talking about, they only sell in bulk of 1,000, and I don't know if you're going to use them
come
enough for
on.
me to invest $75.
But
Are you?
question, if you don't use them as straws, you could just cook them.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Then you've got pasta.
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
That's true.
I
And there's another competitor called Hay straws, Hay, but they kind of look like hay, and I didn't know if they were pasta or not.
Hay?
Hay.
What am I, Huck Finn? I'm not drinking out of a hay.
I don't know if it's hay. I think it's pasta, but
Oh, it's like because hay looks like straw.
Yeah.
Well,
Our friend Steve writes in and says he says forget the pasta straw. He bites the ends off strawberry Twizzlers.
Oh, there you
and
go.
uses those. So
no, seriously, can't some inventor out there figure out a way to make plastic straws that we can properly
Wait, but
dispose
here's the
of?
thing. If you, and pardon my French, but if you push down in the cup lid, the middle part, the anus of the cup, if you open that up with your finger, and then the paper straw will not get ruined by the teeth of that thing, and your paper straw will be fine. That's a secret. If you just open that whole outlet.
This is a tough sell, though.
Yes, when you do that motion, having trouble meeting women, huh?
I mean, women are actually into that right now. But I'm just saying that if you just open up that part, paper straws are fine.
Well, paper straws do get soggy.
Yeah, they're awful. Come on, we can put them. We can figure out a way to do this.
Dismissed as awful.
We need a new amendment to the Constitution.
Tom, you've been windbagged here.
Okay, now what?
Earlier, Ahmed, I believe you mentioned bow tie pasta. You said you didn't know what it was called, and Tom said it was called
bow tie pasta.
Yeah,
Isn't
or
it
something like that.
farfalla or something?
It is.
Is
It's
that it?
farfalla, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And Chris tells us to educate ourselves. Any toddler at Olive Garden would know.
Oh.
Very
He's
windbag.
the new vice president.
Very, very windbaggy.
Well, I think at Olive Garden, the kids' pasta has the little stars, maybe the macaroni and cheese, or maybe it's the baby shells. Oh, it's so good.
Baby shells, do.
Baby shells.
Are plastic stirrers legal?
They're still at Starbucks, but I don't think for much longer.
Oh, those are going out too?
Yeah.
They use the wooden ones.
I'm the only one that's
Comes with
opposed to
salt.
the opposition of the straw thing, so sorry. I'm going to buy as many as I can. I'm going to hoard them.
Yeah.
And
we look
All
forward
right.
to reading your book, On the Wrong Side of History by John
I Killed the Ocean by Thomas Beaver as well.
Right.
Turtle Schmurtles.
Why is the sky black? By Tom Griswold. It all started back in 19 when I...
Okay, sorry. Back to you, Christy. What else have you got?
A company called Silicon Sex World is reporting that sex doll customers are asking for dolls
To be cleaned every now and again?
to be made to look like that of their friends' girlfriends.
Wait a minute.
How awkward.
That's weird.
The doll manufacturer.
This is awkward twice.
Hey, Bill, come here. Look at my new girlfriend. She looks just like your wife.
So
Yeah.
it happened, which is awkward, but how did it get out that it was happening? It's
The doll
also awkward.
Well, product specialist Andy Phelps says, quote, "We do get customers who inquire about celebrity dolls, although they're not as popular as you may think. We're now getting requests for dolls that look like friends' girlfriends." He said, "Creating the dolls is easy as sending in a picture of the person you want her to look like."
She should be with me.
Hey, Larry, can I borrow a picture of your mom?
Oh. These dolls are not cheap. They can cost upwards of $8,000.
Worth every cent.
There's a picture here of a guy sculpting the face based on a photograph.
Is that a euphemism?
Wow. Sculpting the face. No, sorry.
Of the doll?
That's really weird.
Yeah.
How would you explain that?
I guess you just never show them. Never let them know.
Never.
Yeah.
See here, Christy, see the guy right here? There's the picture he's looking
yeah.
at. And he's got the tools and he's sculpting a plastic face.
You know what? At least he has an honorable
Oh gosh!
profession.
Here's one halfway
He's a
through the
sculptor.
factory where the naked
head's on
woman,
backwards.
the naked woman's head is on backwards. There's probably some guy going, "Wait a minute, keep it that way."
Yeah, he imprinted during The Exorcist.
That's how I want her. Oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. That'd be a great scene in a horror movie, wouldn't it?
What's that? A sex doll?
The buddies over at there's this some series of murders or something going on, and it turns out that this guy's got sex dolls that look like all the victims.
Oh boy,
that would be creepy.
Or what about a one where a sex doll comes to life? Actually, they did make that movie.
Yeah, they did.
Kind of like Chucky, but she had a similar name. Rhymed, but
we picked up on it.
It rhymed.
Hey, Ahmed, you got any more of those jokes about being half Muslim,
Oh, yeah,
half
sure.
Jewish? I love these.
Hold on, let me open my
These are
phone.
great. Well, once again, our guest is a comedian, Ahmed Weinberg. That's his actual name. Rather unusual background. Hippie parents, one Jewish, one Catholic, and they ended up converting to Muslim.
I am half Jewish, half Muslim. I went to Sharia law school. Okay, these are going to get worse and worse. When I blow myself up, I'll go to heaven and be greeted by 72 virgins, making for a grand total of 73 virgins.
Another good one.
I got to tell my friend who I wrote these with that they are killing on morning radio. This is a dream come true.
Oh, they're so funny.
I'm half Jewish and half Muslim. My favorite director is Woody Allen.
very silly.
We have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up for you next. A double dose of comedians Bill Burr and Mike Birbiglia are coming up next. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back now to more of the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday morning. This is Christopher speaking in the Bob and Tom studios. How about a segment with a double dose of comedians from 2010? Bill Burr and Mike Birbiglia in studio.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, hi, thanks very much for joining us. Great guests in the studio. They include comedian Bill Burr. Bill's Comedy Central special airing right now, in circulation, in rotation, whatever you call it, on Comedy Central. Emo Phillips hanging out with us, legend in the world of comedy, and we'll talk to Emo in a matter of moments. Also with us in the studio, Mike Birbiglia, comedian, and in my hand, I should say, I have the book version of your show, and it's not just a transcript of your show. You actually sat down and wrote a book.
Yeah, the show is really just about a fifth or a sixth of the book.
Wow.
The book
So,
is a full, it's
and
a book.
But the book will be out in a few weeks, right?
Yeah, and I got in trouble this week. My brother Joe just told me that I'm in the doghouse with my sister Patty. Because I got something inaccurate.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote something. There's a chapter. I'll just read you a short passage. It's called Patty and the Bear. My sister Patty always intimidated me. We didn't seem to have anything in common. She was 8 years older than me and by far the most rebellious of my siblings. In high school, she convinced my parents to chaperone a school trip to Austria. While there, some of our distant cousins invited my parents to their horse farm. Patty showed up at the farm after having been on a drinking tour of some of Austria's finest alehouses. She was 14 and plastered. During lunch, my mother noticed that Patty was acting aloof, so she tried to include her in the conversation. "Look, Patty," she said, "they have horses." Patty, with the fury of a British parliamentarian, shouted, "I hate horses." My mother, stunned, gave her another chance. "You do, Patty?" Patty reiterated her position. "I really do, Mom. I hate horses." At this point, my parents took Patty back to the hotel, and my father placed her in a cold shower with all her clothes on. Then they locked her in her room. Pretty tough stuff for a 14-year-old, but what else are you going to do with your drunk daughter who so adamantly dislikes horses? Well, that's all true, except she was 17, not 14.
Not 14.
But I didn't make that up. And my mother told me this story, and then I wrote it, and now I'm in trouble.
I zoned out once I heard Austria. I was like, wow, that Hitler Youth thing. Coming back around again.
Is that where you got your picture taken, Mike?
Yeah.
Now, you had to, what is it they call it? They vet the book?
Oh, yeah. The lawyers go through it.
Lawyers read it, and
they make sure that you're not going to get sued by anybody. And they almost made my parents sign a contract saying that they wouldn't sue me.
Really?
Based on their depictions in the book. Yeah.
And?
They didn't have them sign it after all.
And have you had any have they read it? Are they going to read it?
No, they haven't. When
is the court date?
Read it. But
It's on the people. It's on the people's court. What's going to happen?
Joe is negotiating to get the trial
on TV
on television.
Yeah.
Maybe they can get Judge Judy to handle it.
The dedication of the book is to my parents, Vincent and Mary Jean. If it weren't for your support of my many delusions, I wouldn't have been able to write this book. Also, don't read the chapters about yourselves. Also, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that
Vincent
warned.
Birbiglia. Man, that sounds like a made guy, doesn't it? Huh?
That'd be a great TV show, though, where they read a short passage of your book and then they bring the person out like a game show and they get to defend themselves.
Oh, that's good.
It's almost like a Mike Birbiglia.
It's all lies.
A Mike Birbiglia roast where 4 or 5 of the people get to come out and just sort of counter.
I like that.
Yeah, instead of "This is your life," this is what he said about your life.
Bill might be in the next book if I end up doing the next book.
I won't sue you.
No, Bill and
Just
I
hype my date in Zanies. I'll be fine.
Bill and I had a. Can I tell the story?
What story?
Bill used to hate me. Do you remember?
He used to.
Bill has hated me consistently through the years.
You're a worm, Mike.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
joking.
No, but when we were starting out, Bill and I met at a NACA conference, one of these college booking conferences, and I watched his set and it was great, and he watched my set and he goes, "Hey, I like what you're doing. You're on the right track. You're
nice
good.
guy.
It's nice. And I said, I think your stuff's great. We should work together sometime. And Bill's like, yeah, that's fine. And I thought that was kind of an invitation. And so
this is how you're spinning this.
And so
this is how you're spinning this.
Are you going to let me tell the story?
You should be in
Are you going to let me
politics.
tell the story?
You should be in politics.
Is he a worm?
He's such a worm. He's such a worm.
Are you going to let me?
Continue, Senator.
All right, okay.
Continue, Senator.
So then what happened?
So then I'm doing a show at Caroline's one night in New York City, and they ask me who else they want on the show
to open for him.
No, hold on. And they list off, and I list off a few people, friends of mine, not Bill, people who are like doing open mics and stuff like that, trying to give people a shot. And they go, "Look, it's Caroline's. We don't have small comedians on our shows. Here are the people who we're willing to have." And Bill was one of the people. And I go,
I know Bill.
Well, Bill, he's great. I'd love it if he'd do the show. So he doesn't do the show. Next thing I know, weeks later, I run into Bill at the Comedy Cellar.
And I called him out on his wormy move.
And he goes, and he's all cold to me. And I go, "Hey, what's going on?" And I go, and he goes, "You wanted me to open for you? I'm bigger than you." And I was like,
I never said that.
No, oh, yes, you did.
Now
You did. You said, "I'm bigger than you."
No, I didn't. You psycho. You absolute psycho. Mike Birbiglia is an absolute psycho. This is how I actually let you sit here. This is how it went down. No, this is how it went down. No. This is great radio. This is how it went down. This is how it went down. All right? This is how it works at Caroline's. At Caroline's, you earn the right to headline, and when you headline, then what you do is you bring along a couple of guys to open for you who are on their way up.
They didn't let me do that.
Who are friends of yours on your way up.
Okay.
That's what you do. This dude here who knows perception is 90% of this business.
You're so
I am
paranoid
not
and
wrong.
insane.
I am not. Oh, the fact
Who
that you
knows
actually said
perception.
This is the thing. Oh God, you're the worst. And the fact that he actually he invents this that I said I'm bigger than I guess the Prohibition era. Let me tell you something, kid. I am bigger than you.
I'm bigger than you.
With all due respect, you are so full of it right now. You are so full of it right now.
Where's the respect in that?
Do you like me? Do you like my comedy? You might also like Dave Attell. This is what he was doing. He had like 8 minutes.
See, I think this
my perception of him is not unique either. Come on, Mike.
See,
You
this is
really
the
gonna
show.
bring that up on the radio and actually make me seem like I was pulling this ego trip on you? This kid had like 11 minutes of material. I'd worked 12 years to headline this club.
and you know
he's
that-
already headlining it because his sister or somebody knew somebody at the club, right? And then he tries to throw me on in front of him, and I called him out on it. And for years he's denied it, and I've never let him off the hook. And now you're gonna come on the radio and be like, "Let me tell you something, kid. I'm bigger than you.
I'm bigger than
I
you."
sat here and enjoyed your book and everything. You're gonna bring that up
So I
at
think
10 in the morning. I'm
I-
gonna suffocate you with your hooded sweatshirt.
So I think the point.
Just when I started to like him again.
And I think my point is well taken. We need to have Mike defend his book with a
Oh,
live,
yeah, what a
with
show
a
that
live
would be.
audience.
I know.
Bring
This is the show.
And
Bring
this
out
is
the
his
people
wormy
you write.
way of saying that he's going to tell his version of it in his book by bringing it up on air. Good Lord.
Well, on that note,
How have you not ever been eaten by a bird at 5 in the morning is beyond me.
okay.
Good Lord, Mike.
On
a
that
new
note-
level.
On that note,
level.
No, we can't take a commercial break. This is like when your mom and dad are fighting when we have company. You can't take a break because they're really going to fight when we go off the air.
Worst.
Emo, you got any
He's
horror
not hateable
stories about
'cause
other
he has
comedians?
no muscle mass.
Let him go.
Poor Emo.
Just sitting over there.
He doesn't want to get hit.
Emo, the veteran stand-up comedian, standing back, going with.
I think that's the longest we've ever had someone talk amongst themselves without one of us saying anything, and it was incredible. Maybe we're onto a new thing here on the show.
I like sitting back doing
We're just
nothing.
sitting back.
I was enjoying it very much.
Absolutely.
Bigger than
You said it. You said it.
Jeez.
Well,
Mike.
unfortunately,
You're
we
the
can't,
worst.
we can't resolve this at this moment. We're
You
going
are
to have
the
to.
worst.
We're going to have to come back and find out more.
Fight.
These guys are going to be.
I love you that you think it's involved with my sister, who was an assistant at a
Brought it
TV
up
network.
on the radio. You bring a host and you bring a feature act and you're the headliner. Everybody knows that. You don't ask some guy who's been doing it 10 times longer than you to open for you. Then just the way he's acting that he doesn't. Oh, I had no idea. I had no idea.
We have more of the Bob and Tom Show coming up for you next hour. Gutters and Greg Hahn will be coming up, but next PJs and Pat walks Tom's dog. Next.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Welcome back to a Monday morning Bob and Tom Show. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom Studios. A great segment here about PJs. And then we find out that Pat walks Tom's dog. Let's find out the details.
I'm in my jammies.
Are you really?
More or less.
Good for you, man.
It's pajama day at my kid's school.
Really?
I was just saying, maybe we should do that here.
I'll wear pajamas tomorrow.
Done. I mean, the sweater is not my pajamas, but everything else is.
Check local listings tomorrow. Probably not the way to do that.
Yeah, but I have really cozy pajamas.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. Is there any reason to bring anyone's anatomy into anything if a storm's coming?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
With the text that you sent us about the storm, the impending storm, let alone a jazz great and their body. Is that a problem?
Oh, I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either.
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna say what it is.
Coming up, a special
Yeah,
treat, put it that way.
Okay.
Very excited about that. Thanks very much for joining us here in the Bob and Tom Show, the Napa Auto Parts Studios.
Did
Great
you
to
just
be
send
here.
it to me? What did you-
Probably. There's Ace. Let's see. There's Josh, Christy. I like that.
Two people in the room don't wear pajamas.
Colorado.
Oh, that's right.
Man, I don't want to think
Three
about
people.
that.
Ace, you're a no pajama guy?
Nope.
Well, you live alone. So,
Yeah.
Like if you get up in the middle of the night, you're not going to scare anybody. Josh?
In the buff.
Still?
Still.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Even with the dog in the bed.
Yeah.
What if the dog has a nightmare?
Yeah.
Right.
About some giant anaconda. Right back at you, buddy.
Or a fishing worm, depending.
Either
We
way.
know you're a grower, not a shower. You've made that clear.
What is it? You hung like a button on a down coat?
I never said that.
But I mean,
you're
there's a small
attacked during the night.
There's a small child in your household now, and
oh, sure, yeah, but
if you have to
that's
get up in the middle of the night. You're gonna have to fumble around, look for pajamas, and
they're right there if I need them.
Okay,
they are right there if I need them.
Has this happened yet? You get up, you grab the comforter, wrap it around you, you look at them and go, I'm going to the couch. Have not done that yet?
Not yet.
All right.
Christy, your sleepwear, please.
I wear pajamas most of the time.
Okay.
Now we all know you, Tom, wear the floor length gown with the nightcap. What is that?
Like in the Dickens.
You have the candle. Who goes there a lot in the middle of the night?
I have the little flap in the back so you can go to the bathroom.
No, that's right.
Who is it that disturbs my slumber?
How dare thee?
Are you the ghost of Christmas past?
No, I do. I wear sort of pajama bottoms all the time, just in case. You have to get up all the time.
Bottoms.
Kids,
So it's
dogs.
so at nighttime it's the gun show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
You kiss the biceps before
It
you
depends.
go to sleep.
It depends.
Yeah.
There was a heater issue at my house over the weekend.
Oh God.
Furnace issue.
Do you ever have a day where you go,
No.
wow, this was great, nothing happened?
We need to pre-record you and Godwin. Adventures with Tom and Pat.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
every weekend with you guys it's something.
Well, Pat's back. Good to see you, Pat.
Yes.
A nice, some sold-out shows over the weekend. And
MedCheck in Iowa or wherever you were.
Where'd you go? ER at all?
Suffered with a cold.
Suffered with a cold. Suffered.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat has an app. It just identifies the
I sleep in a hospital.
nearest emergency room.
And their
That's
wait
a funny
times.
joke, Pat.
I know. I sleep in a hospital gown.
just in case.
Yeah.
Somewhere, yeah.
Okay.
Tom and I had an incident last night.
Of course you did.
Just last
He
night?
calls me. Hey, you there? Yeah.
Hey, there.
Hey, are you there?
Nope, you just missed me.
He goes, can you help me? Can you help me? I said, yeah.
Click.
Can you help me? Yeah. I'm bringing a dog over. Take it for a walk. I went, what? I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Okay. For those of you who have thought, gee, I wish I could be Tom's friend, this is what it's like.
I'm bringing a dog over.
It gets weird. It gets
There's
weirder.
a valid explanation.
It gets weirder.
Okay.
As you know,
Let him finish.
Wait a minute. From
All right,
here to over here,
all right.
you brought him a dog?
No, listen. Then I get a call. I'm a minute from the house. Just come outside. All right. So I go outside.
Have the dog ready.
This beautiful white Labrador retriever,
Golden retriever.
Golden retriever. He says, "Walk her for 10 minutes. You can take her inside." I can't tell you right now. And I thought as I'm walking the dog, what in God's name?
So wait a minute. While you were walking the dog, was he sitting in the car
No,
waiting?
no, I had to go.
You had to go.
I said, "What crime am I a part of?"
Yeah.
No, it's perfectly normal.
I want
explanation.
your DNA on
Wait,
the
time
leash.
out. Tom said it's a perfectly normal explanation.
You can take. I know it's long and complicated. Take as long as you need.
Were these words uttered by somebody?
And by the way,
in your house? If you don't get that new puppy out of here right now,
No.
And by the way, then he calls and he goes, "Okay, I'm coming back to the house to bring the dog out." How was the dog? The dog was great. So 15 minutes later, I bring the dog out, and the dog's in the car, and he rolls the window down. Says, "I can't tell you right now." And then took off. And I'm like,
bizarre,
strange man.
I was in a big hurry.
Oh my Lord!
I was, as you know, I have a brand new dog.
Wait a minute. So you dropped the dog off. He walked it. You left.
Yeah.
Came back in 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Picked up
Could I explain?
Please.
I'm wondering that. Yes.
I have a brand new dog, among other things. And
just adding to the chaos.
Kelly's mom also has a brand new dog, and they couldn't take care of their dog. So I went out there and I brought the dog to my house. So I was walking 3 giant golden retrievers. But I had to go grab a pizza, and I didn't want the dogs running amok, so I took
Running amok where?
At my house.
Don't you have crates?
If you see me on the weekend,
okay, but you
my dogs are with me when I'm running errands. They sit in the car. I mean,
right. So it's
unless it's crazy hot.
No, this is a brand new dog. She doesn't travel. She doesn't travel well.
So you put her in the car and take her to Pat's.
Exactly. No, so I'm going to pick up a pizza.
So she's facing her fears, by God.
Right.
And I have to more or less drive right by my old house where Pat is living. And I thought, wait a minute, because I didn't want to leave the dog in the car even just to go in and get a pizza because she gets so spooked. So I said, "Are you there?" We went to the house, take this dog for a walk. Went, picked up the pizza, came back, rushed home, almost got hit by 2 deer, and then took the dog to his home. Her home, sorry.
Okay.
So this was the dog that is Kelly's parents' dog. It's not your
Yes,
dog.
but she's the dog. She's my new dog's cousin and my son's dog's
Jesus,
second
Mary
cousin.
And Joseph.
It's very complicated.
Yeah.
I'll post a picture of these dogs. They're beautiful. But this one dog's kind of skittish. I didn't want to leave her in my house with other dogs. So,
Would she be by herself? Was there no one there?
yes, but it's complicated. I've got small kids. I don't want the dog to be. You don't want someone else's dog to be let loose by your 3-year-old who loves to open the doors all the time.
Okay.
Be free.
I predict 3 months from now, Godwin's going to walk in 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
When you go, still walking Tom's dog.
We're up to 3 miles a day. I'm running, jogging.
Yeah.
Nice clip.
Kelly's mom's dog. She's trying to be nice.
Man,
Beautiful dog.
Yeah, isn't she sweet? Her name is Maisie. She's a good girl.
Good walk, Pat?
It was fun.
Good walk. Great. Good walk.
I thought it was the puppy, so I was surprised at how well behaved she was.
Pat, I'm telling you, you take that dog to a dog park, you'll meet more women.
That dog is gorgeous.
Yeah, that is like carrying a baby around. That dog is a magnet. In any event, she's sweet.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
What?
What you just said.
Oh, he's going to be borrowing the dog.
No, you have met a lot of women with the dog, it sounds like.
No.
It sound like.
Oh, God, no, that's not the case. No.
Now it even sounds more like
We have a lot to get to today. In fact, I think we're going to skip sports.
What's happening?
No,
All right,
I just want to. I thought we missed today in history on Friday, and I hate to do that.
Do it now.
Just do a couple of them.
Hold on, I got to find it. Here it is.
Okay. So I just in case you're.
I saved it. I know him.
Yes.
Man, all subjects.
Well, there are a lot of people who their knowledge of the world depends on this show.
God forbid that.
Many a PhD candidate in history wants to.
Hey, Josh, you there?
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Try again.
Hey, Josh, you there?
Nope, just missed me. Click.
Click.
I had a plan B.
What was your plan B?
You better not come to my house next. I'll tell you that.
My son lives right next door to Pat.
Did you think the dog was going to freak out in your car? Why did you have to?
Yeah, because the poor little this dog is she's extremely skittish.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
and I couldn't take her into the pizza place. Although I should have got one of those vests and pretended she was a service dog.
So
how long does it take to walk from your car to the pizza place and back?
And the dog will sit there.
The dog will sit in the car.
And the dog will do what we
do you
love.
think she's going to do?
The dog gets behind the wheel and looks out the windshield. It's hilarious.
I'm telling you,
drive
Tom,
your car away?
in some part of his brain thinks he did Pat a favor. Godwin's lonely over there. He needed a little walk.
He has nothing to do today.
Yeah, no, I really helped him
Yes.
out.
When I came in this morning, I wanted a better story than that.
I know it seemed like there was.
You had to wait all night for the story.
No, he drove off.
Because I had.
Yeah, he drove off. Remember? I can't tell you now.
He had no time.
I had to take the pizza home and then drive this dog 20 minutes each way to her home. Not to mention walk her again.
I see.
There was no blood on his car.
What? Wait a minute. What?
I thought we were doing
You
today
left
in
your
history.
house. You dropped the dog off at Pat's. You went to get the
But
pizza.
then you took it back to Kelly's mom's?
Yeah. No. Then I went got the pizza. Went to pick up the dog again. Went home, ate the pizza with the girls,
And then took
went
the
to
dog
Kelly's
home.
mom, dropped the dog, took the dog for another walk.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Already feels like Friday.
It really does.
I didn't bring it up. Well, no time for history.
Nope. And it's really important. Today is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day.
Yes, we have a couple tributes coming up.
Thank
As a
you for
matter
your
of
service.
fact,
11th month, 11th hour, 11th day.
Well,
Each and every one
that's
of you.
today. That's today in history, and
Yes,
that's
sir.
WW1, which, by the way, they didn't call it that.
Did you? Well,
that
no,
would
I
have
didn't
been.
know at the time.
That would have been
You know, I never thought about that. What'd they just call it? World War?
the Great
The
War.
Great War.
Oh.
Or as Norm Macdonald says in his stand-up, we got to keep an eye on Germany because they keep picking fights with the world.
Come on back for more of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up next, you'll have to hang on to something. Greg Hahn is next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car right in your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Josh here. You know, this holiday season, I wanted to write a song about someone I admire, respect, and love. I couldn't think of anyone, so instead I wrote a song about Tom Griswold. Or as I like to call him, Mr. Grizz. You're a mean one, Mr. Grizz. You really are a jerk. You're insulting and demeaning. You're a prickish piece of work, Mr. Grizz. You're a frozen-hearted ass bag, and you drive us berserk. You're a nutcase, Mr. Grizz. You truly are insane. You're a certifiable psycho with a highly abnormal brain, Mr. Grizz. Your mental illness is something even the finest psychologist cannot explain. You're so boring, Mr. Grizz. Those stories you repeat, your references are dated and your knowledge obsolete, Mr. Grizz. Listening to you makes us all want to lie down in the middle of a busy street. You're repulsive, Mr. Grizz. You have no allure. You're as sexy as a scrotum covered in syphilitic sores, Mr. Grizz. You've got all the sex appeal of a steaming pile of manure. You're a child, Mr. Grizz. Your jokes are juvenile. Anuses and feces are the things that make you smile, Mr. Grizz. You talk more about poop than a compulsive coprophile. Oh, God. Tom, I had no idea you were here.
Josh, you understand, I'm the boss here, and...
Yes.
I write all the checks.
Good point. How about this? You're a genius, Mr. Grizz.
That's better.
You truly are the best.
Very good.
And everyone who knows you should consider themselves blessed, Mr. Griswold, sir.
I like that.
You're an extremely intelligent, wonderfully funny, supreme human being, and that giant penis of yours, well, we're quite impressed.
Why, thank you.
Welcome back to more of the Bob and Tom Show for a Monday. This is Christopher here in the Bob and Tom studios. We have a lot of great stuff coming up on the show yet this morning, including Gutters. That's coming up in just a few minutes. But right now, comedian Greg Hahn and Donnie Baker checks in.
Always a handsome man, always a crisp shirt.
Hey, thanks, Tom. Hey, thanks. Hey, everybody, how are you?
Hey, Greg.
Hey, it's Friday. Yeah.
Woo.
I was dating this one girl. She told me she had HPV.
Yeah?
I said, great. We'll watch the fight at your house. Come on, you get it?
Hey!
I think it's cable. Nice. You like
That's
that?
right. I'm on board.
HPV TV. Who doesn't want that? Thank you very much. It's always great to see you, Greg. But right now, where were we? We were talking sports with Chick McGee. Weird story out of Miami. Some porno website. What's it called?
Bang Bros.
Bang Bros has
Yeah.
submitted a bid of $10 million for the naming rights to the Miami Heat's arena.
And they want to call it Bang Bros Center, BBC.
And I said, isn't BBC trademarked by
the British
Broadcasting Company, the BBC? And you said BBC has some...
Well, in the world of adult cinema, it means big black.
Which is why it's
A
applicable
male
for the
male
NBA.
member will go.
Oh, ooh, yikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yikes.
Adult cinema.
Uh-huh.
Sure, yeah. You partake,
What
Greg?
is that? No, I don't watch that, man. I watch drum solos.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that is, yeah.
Yeah,
Some hot.
You sit at a computer and you go down that wormhole.
Yeah, sure.
Drum solos.
Yeah.
All right.
Vinny
well.
Colaiuta.
Whew.
Dave
Doesn't,
Weckl. Dennis Chambers.
Great. We really,
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
How are you?
Hey, Donnie.
You know, Josh, you studied Pornhub, but that BBC category is so popular now, they came out with their own news channel about it. I swear to God. Over in Europe, they're fascinated by it. Man, and have you guys seen these new so-called NAD wipes that are on the market?
Yeah, it's like a product for men. You're supposed to... Well, I guess...
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to help us tidy up and stay fresh after like a long day of working out on the job site or something.
Down there.
Well, yeah, down there, but what self-respecting man, Tom's going to waste a bunch of cash on these? They already give you a handful of them to drive through anytime you get hot wings. I have like 30 of them in my glove box right now.
Donnie, those are wet wipes.
Don't
I
they
think
sting?
Those are for your hands. I think they might sting, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's up to me what I use them to wipe on with, Tom.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't even use them anyways. I mean, what kind of real man worries about if he's smelling fresh down there? I guess maybe the ladies do.
Yeah.
I said like this, I contend, Christy, it ain't considered a true tea bag unless the twins have been sleeping in your hot jeans for at least 8 hours.
Ah, jeez.
I swear to God it tain't. I swear to God it tain't. Get it?
Oh, taint.
Uh-huh.
Well, one night I was out dancing, picked up this fire-ass hot 50-year-old divorcee.
Yeah.
Brought her back to Scotty Winkler's place. And I didn't have time to shower or even take a horse bath because, I was afraid she might sober up. So I took four of them, their Listerine breast strips.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And I just slapped them on down there so I'd be all fresh.
Didn't that burn?
Well, hell yeah, it burnt, but that just means it's working, Tom.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Plus, next morning she left with fresh breath. I swear to God.
Oh, man.
So that's an added bonus. But I should notify you guys I did get a wicked case of crotch crickets that night. So them Listerine people should put a warning label on a package about it. All right, go.
I don't think they really have anything to do with that.
Listerine
but-
doesn't kill body lice.
No,
Right.
apparently
No,
not.
yeah. Who knew?
Yeah, crabs with a line and a red circle around them. It's not going to happen. Thank you very much, Donnie. That was very helpful. Yeah, they have NAD wipes out there.
They do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you just keep baby wipes in your car? I'm sure you do. You've got babies.
I do keep baby wipes in my car.
I keep baby wipes in my car, and I don't even have babies.
So what?
What do you keep them for?
What do you
In case you want to
You got to do
freshen up a
freshen
little
up,
today.
Freshen up for a backseat boogie.
Freshen up an area?
For example, yesterday I was in
Oh,
an...
God.
No, and you just touch up under your arms and move on. Yeah.
Other crevices?
No, just a pit.
Ah.
Okay.
Quick little whore bath? Is that what you're talking about?
Armpits, maybe? No?
Yeah, the armpits.
Yeah, she said armpits, yeah.
Yeah.
Honey, hand me a taco tissue.
Oh, exactly.
A taco
Hey, he said.
We got any clam cleaners?
No, you just ate some tacos. You got to clean off your hands.
That's the same here. You just had some clams.
Sorry.
Hey, he said.
Thank you.
A Las Vegas woman has set the world record for largest hula hoop spun by a woman.
This is great. You see these
Fun
pictures?
how?
This is great, he says. Hooping instructor Getty Kayova spun a hula hoop measuring 17 feet and a quarter of an inch in diameter.
That's longer than a car.
Getty was a circus performer with her family, performing various acts as an acrobat, motorcycle daredevil, but she told Guinness
There we go.
achieving
Look at
the
this.
hula hoop record was the hardest thing she's ever done.
How many spins, Chick, does it
Quote,
say?
it was quite painful because the hula hoop is heavy, so every time that revolution and spin comes around and it touches every part of your body, it kind of feels like a punch up against your body.
Come on.
The record requires that one be able to spin the hula hoop at least 3 times.
Thank you. Wow.
And Getty actually used a protective vest in order to safely spin the giant hoop. In fact, she almost broke a few ribs, she says.
Yikes.
I don't know how you know when you almost break a rib. Evidently, she knew in setting the new record. Her record will be featured in Guinness World Record 2020 edition.
It's big hula hoop.
Yeah, it sure is.
Where'd she do it? Where'd she do it? Comedy Stop at the Trop?
That could have been.
And look at the
Somewhere
crowd.
in Vegas.
Christy, she's in a suburban neighborhood
Well,
in Las
I
Vegas.
can't
And
how big's the crowd?
freaking find
there's
it.
at least 12 people in this.
At least 12 people.
Now, it describes her as a hula hoop instructor. Is that a full-time job?
Maybe as
That's a side hustle, maybe.
Yeah, and maybe as part of a gym.
Okay.
I don't know if she can say
You know
hula
what?
hoop.
Christy just pulled the video up. I'm giving this woman credit where credit's due.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Had to have hurt, and it had to have been nearly impossible.
Yikes.
She's a hoop instructor. I don't think she can say hula hoop. I think that's trademarked. Unless you're an official hula hoop.
Oh, she also works as a technician for Cirque du Soleil. So that's
Franchise.
where she's making money.
She comes from circus
Yeah.
folk.
I love Cirque du Soleil, so that's where that's great.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's her number?
All of a sudden, Han's on board.
Well, she's got obviously got quite a lot of hip action.
Yeah, she
Greg.
does.
Yeah, that's right.
So that would be a plus, I assume.
I like her.
You like the athletic type?
Sure.
You like a
I
lot
like
of
the type.
pushback?
You like the type.
Like a nice hippie
You
girl.
mean the type any?
Did Tom just say you like the pushback? Is that what he said?
And she's a hoop fan, so she probably has a Nuva ring.
And you like
You're not gonna get her-
you like full participation. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
don't cheapen with the remark. You like the pushback. That's what he said.
You want them active. You don't want them
Who doesn't?
You don't want you don't want the Cosby type.
What are you talking about?
Oh, back to that.
Well, just
Loves.
obvious conclusion that can be made there. I don't blame me.
Yeah, I like to take it easy, man.
Josh, don't blame him. He
No,
said it,
he's only
but
the one
don't
who
blame
said
him.
Wow, that is a big hula hoop. Good for her.
Yeah, she's got quite a few Guinness World Records for the hula hoop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like
There-
what?
there are
I don't
more?
know. They're just showing them on the wall.
Like
I'm
the
watching.
with the longest hula hoop session.
She had like a whole bunch of them all
This
over her
thing-
body. Oh my god!
It's like a swimming pool, like the rim of a swimming pool.
That's great. Now, can you hula hoop, Greg?
I'm sure I can. I could as a kid.
We have
I haven't
one here
done it
in the
about-
building.
Yeah.
I would think with your drumming skills, this would be something you'd be
A
really
lot of people
good
can
at.
hula hoop, right?
What?
Yeah.
If we all practice for 6 minutes, couldn't we do it?
Yeah, the hula hoop's all
because
about,
you're-
it's all about
Break
rhythm.
the world record.
You're a drummer, so obviously you can hula hoop.
How does that go?
Anybody can.
Tom
Wiggle
can't.
around a little bit.
Did you try it?
I tried it and I had trouble, didn't I?
I want to see Tom try it.
Me too. I'll go at the break. I'll go.
This
see if
will
I can
never
find it.
happen, but I want to see you try it.
Get a hula hoop. We'll see what we can do.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I think it's in Grace's office.
okay.
I think it's coming.
Any other records today? Any world records we need to know about?
No.
That was it, huh? Did
Yeah.
you see it? Did you see the video, Chip?
No.
It's pretty cool.
He's not even participating.
What?
I don't believe it. I'm going to look.
I just put it up on
In
Twitter.
the meantime,
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always. 17-foot hula hoop.
Now-
Be a good sport, and I'm the one that's up. Yeah, okay.
and I told you we've got a huge taco story in the news. This is
don't hold back on
as
that.
reported by the New York Times, no less. This is a great story about. I mean, I love tacos. Who doesn't? And we've had Taco Tuesday in the news, but
Yeah.
now this is an absolute. You're going to be thrilled when you hear it.
Okay, all right.
You're going to be thrilled.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Texas Monthly Magazine has created a new position on its editorial staff.
Yes?
Taco editor.
Really?
That's the story.
All right.
Doesn't that fascinate you? That is now a job for somebody?
Jose R. Relat will begin working September 18th in the first position of its kind in the nation. The 43-year-old
Oh, you wait and see.
The 43-year-old has
Journalists all over the country are going to start seeing this pop up.
covered tacos for the magazine prior to taking on his new position.
Yes.
The Austin-based publication, which bills itself as the National Magazine of Texas, also has a barbecue editor.
And why shouldn't they? See, wouldn't you want to read that?
Relat's resume includes creating his own website, Taco Trail, writing about Mexican cuisine for national publications, and curating the Taco Libre Festival in Dallas the past 4 years.
Wouldn't you go to that? Would you not attend that?
I think I'd enjoy it.
A taco festival?
Sure, yeah.
He's now writing a survey
It's
of...
a festival of tacos, Greg.
Where am I going to park my ham dog food truck?
Ham dog.
Well, he's now writing a survey of regional tacos in the United States. American Tacos, A History and Guide, which will be published next year.
Oh, fascinating.
The taco editor also
wait a
has
minute.
named his dogs Beans and Cheese.
So what?
Beans and cheese.
Yeah.
What's the big story
That's
again?
it. Taco
This guy's
editor.
job is he covers tacos.
Yeah, but we don't. They didn't say his salary. He could be getting $9,000 a year.
This is a distinguished
That sounds good.
writer.
Are we talking about crispy tacos? Because I don't even want to pay attention unless it's crispy.
You don't like the soft tacos?
You don't like
Joe?
flour
You don't like-
tortillas?
No, come
You don't
on.
like a street
Huh?
taco?
Tacos, not burritos.
No.
We're saying tacos.
Nah, sorry.
What about nice street taco?
Soft tacos kind of are the lazy burrito.
Yeah.
What about
I'll just roll it halfway.
what about a crunchy taco wrapped in a soft taco with refried beans?
That's the
as
best. I
glue?
love that.
See, you're proving my point. We're all interested in tacos. There are so many varieties. We need to have a taco editor at every major publication. Journalism shrinking these days, a terrible thing. We need more writers out there getting lots of perspectives. A taco editor is a great thing. This guy created the Taco Trail, which the Taco Trail does sound
Ever
kind of like...
taken the taco trail, Joe?
Sounds like an alternative...
Follow the shredded lotus?
Yes,
The old
sounds
taco
like
trail.
a camel toe.
Yeah, you see any of that in your cinema?
The old,
In the cinema.
the old Taco Trail.
I have bad news for you, Taco double-decker taco fans. They're getting rid of them at Taco Bell.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, I
Chick.
guess I'll just have to continue to make them at home then.
Yeah, that's terrible news.
What's that song? What is? Oh gosh, who does?
Yes,
that song?
anything from Wooly Concardi would be
No.
great.
Oh darn it. Is it Bonnie Raitt?
I don't know.
Taco Tuesday.
Let's give them something to talk
Double-decker?
about.
Let's give them something
Oh,
to taco.
that's...
Talk about.
Let's give them something to taco about.
There we go. That's it. That's it. I wish I thought of that an hour ago.
That's Bonnie Raitt.
This has been songs that Weird Al passed on.
Weird Al said, and you didn't want to do the taco story, and you hit the home run. How dare you? I wonder if this, don't you
So
think
the story is there's a taco editor.
Yep.
it's a full-time job. This guy covers tacos full-time.
Good for him. Lucky guy.
How many tacos can there be?
Many, especially in Austin,
How
Texas.
can you be so small-minded?
I bet he'll do a
Wouldn't
nacho
you get-
segment, and he'll
Yeah,
have many
wouldn't you get
different-
sick of
It's
eating
not
tacos?
your
though?
job.
No, you would not get
You
sick
can't
of
let
eating
anybody
tacos.
else do it.
Every day you'd have to have tacos.
I could eat tacos every single day.
Really?
For the rest of my life.
Me too.
Yep, no problem.
Good stuff.
But there's a variety of tacos. This guy's going to cover this worldwide.
Do you make a variety of tacos at home? Or
I do.
Do you?
I don't think so. I don't
Absolutely.
think he's going to cover it.
What are your
worldwide.
varieties?
And I'm with Greg here. I've just switched back to the hard taco.
Yeah, I'm back to it too.
I realized what a terrible error I'd made in my life, and I went back to the hard.
I'm
taco.
terrible.
I'm by no means anti-soft taco.
Oh,
but,
I am.
But crunchy is my preferred.
Yeah. Oh, the crunchy taco.
Hamburger
taco
meat? Are we going
salad.
hamburger meat?
Yeah,
I go
beef, yeah.
hamburger meat.
Okay, because
yes.
if we're not talking about crispy with hamburger, I want out of the conversation.
Oh, really? You don't like a delicious shrimp taco, a
Shrimp?
lobster taco, fish taco?
Okay, I'm
Tom's
back in
right.
the conversation.
A
That's
shrimp
good.
taco is
Whoa,
awesome.
You got lobster taco, Mike?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Who makes lobster? How do you make a lobster taco?
Well, you get a
You
lot.
go to
What
this
do you
restaurant. I'll tell you the name of, and you pay $27.
I have imitation crab meat taco money. God, not as good.
No.
Can you imagine if they went to the Washington Post and some guy walks into Bob Woodward's office? Bob, nice job, by the way, in that last book that nobody read.
Well, that
we're gonna have
That was
to
just
we're
mean.
gonna have to ask you to leave. We've hired a taco editor. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
Okay.
Texas Monthly. I'm gonna have to.
You
subscribe.
know what? I am happy to live in a world where there is a job called taco editor.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to live in a city where they have to have one?
Yeah.
Every city should have one.
Yes, but I don't.
What if
think
you were in
it's
Tacoma?
The best story
You'd
I've
be the
ever heard in
Tacoma-
my life.
The Tacoma taco. Let's give them something to
taco about. Taco.
Hey, speaking of food, Popeyes is instituting a bring your own bun policy.
In other words,
amidst-
why don't you just make it yourself?
That's right. Sandwich shortages. A tweet from
I
the
knew it.
chain Try our new BYOB. It's basically the sandwich, only no mayo or pickles, and you bring your own bun.
Only a matter of, what have I always said about Popeyes? They have 2 items, fried chicken, and we out of that. They finally,
their joke has come true,
are owning it, and they're saying, you know what, we're not going to have it, bring it in yourself.
So, is this company saying that they can't find anyone in this great country of ours to deliver buns?
I guess not.
What are they doing at Popeyes?
I know.
There's a grocery store down the street from every Popeyes. Go down there and buy some buns.
Yeah. You just put 3 chicken tenders on a bun, and you've got a Popeyes chicken sandwich, apparently.
Oh, God. I went
What
to a place,
in the world?
I had some cauliflower soup yesterday, and I should have been BYOB, bring your own Beano. Tell you what,
oh, man.
Yeah, my ass is turning into Hiroshima.
Oh. Cauliflower soup. Oh, what were they, out of the gruel? Why did you order? Who orders that?
What the hell? Why would you order
I
that?
I'm really in the mood for something
it was
bland,
delicious,
mushy, and tasteless. Is that a
It
possibility?
was delicious, but they must have
I know you don't have
infused it with
the grit pate.
Doesn't cauliflower do that to you any other time?
No, I don't. It was.
Where were you eating? An orphanage? Why do they have cauliflower soup?
Cauliflower, please.
Yes, we have the world's foremost cauliflower soup.
It was delicious. Although I'm surprised they haven't boycotted this
At,
place.
the restaurant
you
called-
bring a straw in, and they call the police.
Restaurant, I don't want to bother you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to bother you.
Bring your own bun. Really? So there's a. I can't wait to tell my grandkids about the 2019 Great Chicken Sandwich Bun Shortage.
We barely made it through.
This has become a giant publicity stunt.
Of course it has.
And tie your shoes.
And it's working.
That's great chicken, though. Popeyes is great chicken.
Oh,
Yeah, but
no
delicious.
complaints.
No
What
one
do you want
argues
a bun
about
for?
that.
I don't want a bun.
Yeah,
I want the chicken.
Okay, all right. But apparently this new chicken sandwich there is tremendous.
What about a chicken and a hard taco shell?
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
I thought you said it was only ground beef tacos, you hypocrite.
No, I switched. When you said lobster, I was back in.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Chick, you remember for a short time Taco Bell had the taco that the shell was a piece of fried chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
Loved it. Limited time only.
Yep.
One more segment to go on this Monday morning. Gutters and windbags are on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show here on a Monday. This is Christopher in the Bob and Tom studios. One more segment to go. It's about gutters and a couple of windbags check in on a Monday morning.
Josh is doing some kind of a dance.
How about this dance, huh?
Is that the robot?
I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling it.
I don't know what that is either.
Looks
like you're mopping the desk or
Stop
something.
that right now.
It looks like you're having some kind of seizure. Let's see. That's Christy. That's Pat Godwin.
I have a windbag.
Yes,
You
what
do?
is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Dear Josh,
Yes.
just to let you know, when tanks are exchanged for your propane grill, they are shipped out to another company. They test them, paint them, and fill them, ship them back. So whenever you exchange or buy, you basically get a new one. If you were literate,
Whoa.
you could read this information on the cage that they are kept in. But until then, I guess you'll have to just depend on me to inform you.
And that's my other problem.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you, Win, but I don't want caged propane tanks. I want the free range.
And you know what? You'll get a new
Yeah,
one.
you pay a little more, but
Really nice. Yeah, it's-
You'll get a new one, but you won't forget the old one.
Oh.
Tanks for the memory.
Yikes.
well, here we go. We got more windbags.
All right.
A lot of topics to cover, so a lot of corrections. The Junior Windbag Society, of course, exists to correct us, to inform us. You can join by getting the Bob and Tom app. It's free at Google Play and iTunes. You can even leave us voicemails, and I haven't heard these yet. Let's see what they're about.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Josh, I think they could be mosquito larvae.
She was right.
Just to let you know that those things that you are seeing in your gutter really aren't fish at all. They're probably mosquito larvae.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Those were not salamanders. They were mosquito larvae.
I think you got it.
Bye.
Hey, Josh, the things in your gutters were mosquito larvae and pupa. The ones that look like little commas were the pupa, and the ones that look like exclamation points wiggling side to side were the larvae.
Okay.
My gosh, Josh, those are larvae swimming in your gutter. Not baby fish, not tadpoles, but mosquito larvae. My gosh, Josh, read a book. Do this sometime. Hey, Josh, they're mosquito larvae, you tool.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
I need to know where the guy is before the last guy. Is he in driving distance?
I think he's the guy from Ozark.
He was great.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the guy in Ozark that doesn't move his lips when he talks?
No, everybody can understand him but you.
Josh, that was great.
Once again,
That
Josh.
guy, I need to hang with him.
Josh, a new homeowner. Josh cleaning his gutters, thought they were tadpoles or fish in his gutters. I'm guessing they're mosquito larvae.
It was so cute, though. You were
very
shy
serious.
and honest about it.
I thought they were little
so
fish.
naive.
Didn't know what they
You
were.
thought they were little fish.
None of you knew either. Yeah.
I can't wait to find out what happens.
Tips for
I can
you,
only
Josh.
imagine what it.
And by the way, the
it's in
reason
my
they were
gutters.
standing water is there was a tennis ball over the gutter hole.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
by the looks of it, was the first tennis ball. Ancient. Yeah.
Been there a while.
You can get those things you stick in the downspout cap so that it won't do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
A
it up.
little
Now,
mesh,
Just another
yeah.
tip for you, Josh, since you're a new homeowner. You want to take the water from your toilet tank and make coffee from it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
There's fish in there, too.
All right.
It's the freshest water on earth.
People
Okay.
don't realize that's really fresh.
I'll try that. I'll get back to you guys.
No need to boil it.
You know, I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to manufacture problems with us putting his grill together today. I can't imagine what's going to go wrong.
No, you're putting it together?
Well, yeah.
Chick gifted it to me as my housewarming gift.
And how long have you been in the house?
A little over a year, but yeah.
That's right.
Well, I didn't get him anything. Did you get him?
Yes, you did, Christy. Yes, you did.
What'd I get you?
You got me wonderful slippers, Ugg slippers that I swear I wear them every day. I love them.
Well, that's not really a housewarming gift. I got to get you
By
something
the
for
way,
the house.
are any of your Ugg slippers pregnant yet?
You know, if you get a nice suede brush,
they are soft.
brush that right out.
As a matter of fact, I'm expecting some Uggs booties any day now.
You know, you should probably let it dry and then just brush it out. It'll be fine.
And then Tom got me a deck cleaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deck.
Deck.
Let's
Yeah,
make
yeah,
that clear.
deck.
Oh, yeah, because
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy was supposed to come do my deck, but they stood on Josh's deck and laughed about how
Oh, man,
he
our
wasn't.
arms around each other, we were holding each other up. We
You
were
know, I'm
laughing so
supposed to be
hard.
over at Chicks right now.
He asked for this 2 years ago.
It's so funny.
My handyman Greg did a nice job on Josh's
Did he
deck.
ever get to your deck?
No, I went
Never?
ahead and did it myself with linseed oil.
Oh.
It's lovely, and I love the smell of linseed oil.
I do, too.
In the
Is it
morning,
slippery?
it smells like victory.
Is it-
It's not slippery. What's wrong?
Well, it's oil.
I think we have to hear the windbags
It
again.
soaks it up and treats
once
the
Did we
again.
just
oil.
hear that one?
Yeah, I don't want her. I think this guy and that guy'd be friends, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
We'd be best
Now,
buddies.
once again, they want to set the story up. What were you doing?
I was cleaning my gutters.
You got a ladder.
Yeah, there was some standing
You
water.
got a brand new ladder.
Yes, yeah, telescopic. So,
Oh, you can see the stars while you're up there.
Fancy ladder.
and I got a gutter cleaning kit with a nice scoop and a little rake thing.
Nice.
How high off the ground were you?
Oh, I don't know. How high's the
2 stories,
It's 2
20 feet.
stories.
Yeah, I wasn't,
20, 25 feet.
You were 2 stories off the ground. Oh, this is you don't want to.
And you thought fish made it way up there?
I thought maybe
A bird dropped a fish.
you hear about how clouds
Yes.
when clouds
You
pick
hear
up the
about how
moisture
those
from the
those
earth.
planes come
Right, you're right,
and
and
scoop
they-
up water,
And
for
then maybe
firefighting?
in the rain there had been.
You actually thought there were fish in your gutter.
I thought more so that they were like salamanders, because I found a salamander in my basement.
Now let's listen to the windbags and see what they have to say.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Josh, I think they could be mosquito larvae.
Just to let you know that those things that you are seeing in your gutter really aren't fish at all. They're probably mosquito larvae.
Naughty.
You're welcome.
No, she's not being snotty. She's good.
Those were not salamanders. They were mosquito larvae. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Josh, the things in your gutters were mosquito larvae and pupa. The ones that look like little commas were the pupa,
sounded like a news
and
guy at the other
ones that
radio
look
station.
like exclamation points wiggling side to side were the larvae.
informative.
My gosh, Josh, there's a larvae swimming in your gutter. Not baby fish, not tadpoles, but mosquito larvae.
Tadpoles?
My gosh, Josh.
You great big
Read a
flappers.
book. Google sometime. Hey, Josh, they're mosquito larvae, you tool.
Why you gotta be such a windbag?
Thank God somebody pronounced tadpoles properly.
Yeah.
If you've seen Ozark, this is the couple that ran the
Poppy farm. Yeah,
Poppy farm. This
More
sounds
lemonade.
just like just like that guy.
I did have something. I also went up there with my hose. I was like, oh, I'll hose some of this gunk.
Look at this, girls.
And when I pointed the hose into the gutter, sprayed it, and all that stuff came right back at me. So I probably have mosquito larvae in my
hair
somewhere.
Rainbow trout.
We have it isolated now.
Oh, good.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
My gosh, Josh, there's a larvae swimming in your gutter. Not baby fish, not tadpoles, but mosquito larvae in the water up there. My gosh, Josh, read a book. Google sometime.
Okay.
That's
this
great.
guy needs to be on at least once a week.
That guy
somehow.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.